with this series even at a game apiece. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you, wherever you may be, however you found us, whether on the Old National Bank radio network, through the Fever app, or streaming online. I'm John Nolan, joined by the former Miss Basketball, Bria Goss. Scott Fenstermaker to our left is our engineer as we come to you from the main concourse level across from the benches. Caleb Zuber is our studio producer over on the circle. Lights are off. The Fever faithful on their feet as Indiana starters are introduced. Bria, Fever punched first in this series on Sunday, stealing game one on the road. The Aces answered back Tuesday. What do you think now for game three?
Man, it's tough. I mean, this is a series going in. Nobody expected us to even make the playoffs given the adversity, let alone making it to the semifinals, let alone beating the Las Vegas Aces on their home court in game one. So we're here, and we really are all we got in this sense. But today is so special because we're back in the city. We have seen nothing but red and white. Stranger Things jerseys going. I'm so excited for them, not only because they worked hard to be in this position, but they're playing really good basketball. Last game was unfortunate, too many turnovers, so we can come in, correct our mistakes, play with a lot of confidence. I think we should be good to go.
Absolutely, as right now Freddie's out on the court in a Stranger Things uniform himself, accompanied by Lil Freddie. Lil Freddie's got a sign up that says game time, while Freddie says, I can't hear you.
Yeah. See, and that's the energy that we should be coming with all game. And I love it when Lil Freddie's here. And it's L-I-L with apostrophe, Lil Freddie. One of the best things, too, about being back in the city is because we picked up one game, we are guaranteed another game here on Sunday. It'd be really good if we could take care of business here while we're at home instead of going back out, but calling in, we should have a lot of confidence coming into this game.
Starters out on the court now. It's the Fever and the Stranger Things uniforms, the eerie red and black hues, the vintage Stranger Things font. While the Aces are in their whites with Aces across the chest in silver, trimmed in black. Tonight's crew chief among the officials is the veteran Roy Gulpayan, working with Eric Bruton and Tiara Cruz. Ashley Gloss, the fourth official, as an alternate at the scorer's table. Eric Bruton, center court. The ball is tipped, and Vegas has it first, going right to left. Chelsea Gray across the logo now plays catch on the perimeter with Young. Toss, top of the arc to Wilson. Back over to Gray, bounce pass Young. Cole guarding her. Shot clock ticks down to 7. It's Bell, left wing. 4 on the shot clock. Wilson heaves a 3 and buries it. Asia Wilson really can do it all at this point. 42% from 3 in the regular season. Didn't make one in game 1, but it's 3-0 Vegas now.
Yeah, Sophie, you're absolutely right. I mean, she's so versatile to play inside out, put the ball on the floor. She's a great player.
Mitchell drives and scores. First play, first bucket for Indiana on offense. It's 3-2.
Nobody else even touched that ball. Kelsey Mitchell might be in her bag tonight.
She was amazing in game 1, scoring 34 points, second most in a playoff game in Indiana franchise history. Not herself in game 2. Now Smith forces a shot up that goes out of bounds, left to the basket. But Gulpayan says it's off the Fever, so the Aces will inbound with 7 on the shot clock. We played 1 minute and 2 seconds. And Gulpayan now is looking for a team attendant to come out with a mop. Team attendant looking in the opposite direction. I guess they're good to go.
There we go.
Gray to trigger it in on the Navy baseline. Scanning, still scanning. Floats it into Young, who got away with pushing off against Mitchell. Whips it back to Gray, who scores left of the basket. And you can already hear the boos at the officiating. Hole, right corner 3. In and out. And a rebound snatched by Wilson. Fever down 5-2. 8:42 to go, first quarter. Young, arc left, Mitchell on her, goes right around a Wilson screen, pick and roll, Wilson, mid-post left, shot, in and out, ball out of bounds again off Indiana. It's a couple of defensive rebounds the Fever are unable to grab.
Yeah, a little off balance on the defense, kind of on the heels a little bit as Asia, who can definitely hit that shot more than capable, can't look at the ball. You got to put that body on on you and get that rebound.
Gray inbounding on the baseline near where Tyrese Halliburton sits courtside. It goes down low, left of the hoop, and Smith banks it in. 7-2, Fever down as Sims driving right into the red paint. Lefty shot off the window, no. Rebound Wilson, who's then fouled in the backcourt by Howard. It's an ill-advised foul coming about 90 feet away from where the Aces are attacking. First foul on either side at the 8:16 mark of the first quarter.
One of the things, too, the Aces know what type of position they're in. They know that coming in here, it's a tough environment, so going off to a big start was huge for them.
Yeah, Becky Hammond before the game likened it to playing in the Coliseum as Gladiators. Fever force a turnover and then give it right back. Hull was outletting it to Mitchell, who couldn't hang on. Bell, left wing, pumps, passes between the rings to Gray. Sims on her. Gray angling right, pick and pop with Wilson, who now drives left. Her shot no good. Offensive rebound, Smith. Bounce pass, Wilson in front of the foul line. Too strong on the midi. Rebound, Boston. Hull takes it across the white timeline. Snaps it top of the arc to Boston. Fakes going left. Spins goes right. Hands it off to Hull. On the bounce. Lexi right elbow. Pass at the foul line. Boston fakes out. Wilson drives and scores. Bow. 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 It's 7-4. Fever within 3. 7:20 to go. First quarter.
And we know she's capable of hitting that midi, so the respect is there from Asia Wilson. Great move.
Now Bell carving through traffic on the dribble. It goes inside to Smith, who banks it in rim right. So Smith, wide in game one, went off in game two as an X factor for the Aces. It's 9-4, Fever down. Hull fires from the left elbow. Got it. With her dad here in the crowd all the way from the state of Washington. It's now 9-6 with 6:50 left in the opening stanza.
Oh yeah, backhand and all. She's tough as Hull.
Absolutely, and she draws an offensive foul. Asia Wilson knocking her down. Lexi Hull, who set a Fever franchise record for offensive fouls drawn during the regular season, breaking a mark that was previously owned by now assistant coach Breon January back in the championship year of 2012. It takes those intangibles to win a title, right?
Listen, it does. It's the winning plays, and Lexi Hull has been able to distribute that for the entirety of her career.
They actually call that one on Young rather than Wilson. Now on offense here, it's Boston backing down Wilson. And a defensive 3 seconds is called on Vegas. Ironic, because Becky Hammond has literally been begging for that to be called, but probably not against her own team.
Yeah, and that stinks. And I know the number of actual calls that they have called in that versus the minutes played all across is super low. So.
And now Kelsey Mitchell misfires on the technical free throw, so Fever can't cash in, trailing 9-6 with 6:28 to go in the first quarter. Hammond on the far sideline, black blazer with a red hoodie underneath. That's her signature style. It's the Fever colors tonight, though.
Yeah, it is.
Mitchell driving baseline, shot no good. Rebound by Wilson. She's already got 3 of those. Aces in white, right to left. Young in the middle of the red paint. Zips it left baseline to Smith. Dishes in the corner to Gray. Guarded by Mitchell. Gray gets into the paint. Chest pass, right wing. Wilson, 7 on the shot clock. She pumps, drives, and too strong on the runner. Rebound Boston, hands it off to Sims. Accelerating across the logo. Sims pulls, and the jumper off the back of the rim doesn't drop. And yet another rebound for Wilson. She's got 4 here in the first 4 minutes and change. Fever down 3, 9-6. 5:42 to go in the first period. Gray to Young, left block, skip pass. Wilson tees it up, and the 3 doesn't go. Rebound Hull. Fever left to right. Lexi angling left towards the Aces bench. Passes to Howard, top of the key. Angling right, floats it right corner Sims. A shot fake. Jewel Lloyd into the game off the bench, marking her. Sims handling in the corner. Passing inside, intended for Howard, but it goes out of bounds. A turnover. And that was the major issue for the Fever in Tuesday's loss, as Howard now comes out. And Michaela Timpson, first in off the bench. KK The rookie has had her role fluctuate throughout the season, but time after time, whether she's coming in the first quarter, second half, she usually provides a spark.
No, she does. And one, not only the defensive end, but rebounding is huge.
Yeah. Young probing towards the left elbow, now rises, fires, and sinks a mid-range jumper. 11-6, Fever ball down 5, just past the midpoint of the first quarter. Next whistle will bring a media timeout. Boston, top of the arc, guarded by Wilson, starts to go left, over to Hull. Hull driving, still going, and then blocked by Wilson, the league leader in that category. It becomes a jump ball as Timpson in the mix, tied up with Smith. So now a break in the action with 4:42 left in the first quarter. Fever trailing the Aces 11-6 here in Game 3 of the Best of 5 WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9 with IT. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
This is Jeff Wheeler, business manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones to the excitement of every big game, IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 41, proudly powering your community.
I'm Lynn Dunn, Senior Advisor to the Indiana Fever. I've seen the power of women who lead, at home, on the court, and in life. If you think your child may be showing signs of autism, trust your gut. Early detection matters. Don't wait, don't wonder. Visit daymar.org today. You'll find answers, support, and a team that walks beside you. Every child deserves a chance, and the right assist can change everything.
This is Leah Boston, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
AG and the Fever trailing the Aces 11-6 with 4:42 to go in the first quarter of Game 3 here in the WNBA semifinals. First time in a decade that the Fever have reached this stage. As you can hear a pop in the background right now as Katie Douglas, former Fever guard, is introduced along with her family. Katie still lives in the area.
I remember those days like it was yesterday. That was just such a beautiful day for the franchise as they were just so dominant and played well within their franchise. Kind of like this Fever team here that we've been able to see.
Yeah, by the way, don't miss tonight's game night special. It's an Indiana Fever Now You Know playoff Stranger Things t-shirt, regularly $40, but right now on sale for just $25. You can also shop all other merchandise at feverteamstore.com. Saw you at the team store pregame.
I did.
What'd you get me?
I have a little cousin who will be a teenager officially on Monday. Shout out to you, Deja. Her birthday's coming up, so I got her a Leah Boston jersey. See if I can get her on the radio to shout her up a little bit.
There you go. Well, Boston out on the court right now, along with Lexi Hull, Kelsey Mitchell, Shea Petty, who's in off the bench, and KK Timpson, who's about to jump it up foul line right with Nalissa Smith. It goes into the arms of Boston. Triple team goes up with it. Ball knocked out of bounds, and they'll say it belongs to Vegas. Fans right now thinking, one, there could have been a foul call perhaps, and two, if nothing else, that might have gone out off Wilson. But in any case, Aces ball as Dana Evans, another one of their Hoosiers, in off the bench, running the show. The ball is deflected out of bounds near left sideline. And Steph White now tapping into her bench once again. One reserve forward for another as Brianna Turner replaces Timpson.
That was good. That was some good minutes there for KK. She came in. She did what she was supposed to do. Get a breather.
So now Evans, who grew up in Gary, has it and passes on the right wing to Chelsea Gray, who zips it at the foul line to Jackie Young, who drives and scores. 13-6, Fever down, 4:14 to go, first quarter. Aces are the favorites in this series, in this game. Mitchell open, up top for three. Short, and a defensive rebound for Lloyd wearing gold-colored shoes. Cross-courts it to Evans, who's got bright green kicks. Slowed down by Petty near the Cambridge logo right side. A foul called on Indiana. Cole trying to help out Boston, guarding Wilson, who was around the right block, looking to post and call for the ball. Foul goes on Aaliyah. So that's 2 fouls against the Fever, and so far, the Aces have been called for one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that offensive foul there. Haven't got them on the defensive end. We're struggling a little bit to score, getting back into our rhythm.
So sideline out of bounds near the Fever bench. Evans receives around the foul line, loses control. Ball rolls out of bounds, a turnover. Rolls over towards the Indiana bench. Steph wearing a black leather jacket tonight. Clapping her hands, trying to reinstill some confidence in her group. That was much better at home than on the road during the regular season. Trying to channel that tonight. Mitchell snaking around a Turner screen, going downhill left, out of bounds. The officials initially indicate Fever ball, but now two of them will get together and change that call. Frankly, that is good teamwork by the officials. Yep. It was Eric Bruton who misidentified it. Tiara Cruz came over to talk to him. Something that we often hear our friend Debbie Antonelli talk about on the TV broadcast to help the coaches not have to waste one of their challenges.
Right, it does. And, you know, we've seen that even before the refs were able to challenge. So coming back, it's good that they're telling each other capable.
Lloyd, right corner, near the Fever bench, fakes a three. Now pick and roll with Wilson, right post, left it short, but the ball tapped back to Wilson by Megan Gustafson, the former Iowa Hawkeye. She now has it left corner, guarded by Turner, who reaches in, pokes it away. Gustafson has it, 6 on the shot clock. Hail Mary heave, no good from the left elbow. Rebound, Holt flips it ahead. Mitchell driving right. Mitchell, short corner right. A switch. She's guarded by Wilson. Fires a pass at the foul line to Turner. Hands it off to Hull. The Fever sloppy right now. Yeah. Hull looking for help. Finds Boston at the foul line. Mismatch. Backing down Lloyd, but a double comes. Pass. Corner. Three. Hull. Yes! In the left corner in front of the Aces bench. Assisted by Shea Petty. It's 13-9. Fever trail. 2.5 to go first quarter.
That's patience right there. That was all the way down to the last second of the shot clock. Great patience.
Long two right side for Young, and it rattles down. Now the pass in the backcourt from Turner to Petty made her chase it towards the far sideline. In the front court right, Mitchell near the right elbow to Boston. Left wing, lets it fly. Back iron, no. Defensive rebound, Young for the Aces. Fever trail 15-9, about 2 minutes to go, quarter one. Gustafson sets a screen for Young. Goes left, now pulls for three, no. Defensive rebound for Hull. Hands it off in the backcourt to Mitchell. Zooming across the logo, driving right. Now circles towards the corner, flips it off to Petty. Mitchell left wing with Wilson on her as play is getting very physical inside between Boston and Gustafson. Elbows thrown. The official Cruz steps in between as the game is stopped with 1:45 left in the first quarter. 14 on the shot clock as the foul is called on Gustafson. And it seemed like Aaliyah said enough is enough. Right now she's pointing to her jersey, suggesting that Gustafson was literally grabbing her.
Yeah, no, I missed it on the initial, but coming in, she's trying to get position.
And now before Hull can inbound, another whistle and a foul is called. This appears to be on the Aces before the ball was inbounded. So in a situation like this, it's a free throw, like a technical for the Fever, plus they'll keep possession. Now, they already missed one technical free throw earlier in the quarter. Shea Petty is the one who drew the foul around the top of the arc against Evans, and Petty puts it in.
How you do it right there. We're still showing replays of that. The establishing of position early is going to be key, especially for Leah Boston, who already has one foul, so I'm glad they were able to reward her with that one.
Justice. Sideline out of bounds near Becky Hammond. Hold to Boston. Hands it off to Petty between the rings. 7 on the shot clock. Petty angling left. Passes to Boston. Top of the key. Sends it right side. Sims. Shot clock down to 3. Zip inside. And Turner scores right of the rim. A dime from O to Breezy. Now the Aces push. Lloyd chucks the 3 right wing. No. Wilson battling for an offensive rebound. And a foul is called on the Fever. Hull came crashing in. And the whistle goes against her. Looks like Hull knocked the ball out of bounds. Didn't see a ton of contact against Wilson. A lot of fans believe that Asia Wilson gets a quote-unquote special whistle.
Yeah, you gotta play her right, or you look at her the wrong way. And again, Asia Wilson, 4-time MVP. You know, she's definitely worked in a position to where she could potentially get that whistle, just not against us.
She's a legend, but many believe she doesn't need any extra help. Now the ball inbounded at the Cambridge logo, right side to Evans, and Petty too aggressive. Bowser reaching in. That was indisputable. Knocked her in the face, as a matter of fact. So bonus situation now for both teams the rest of the quarter. 1:21 to play in the period. Fever down 15-12, and Evans first, a swish. Dana Evans only averaged 6 points a game in the regular season, but she can be a game changer off the bench, so-called microwave offense.
Oh, yeah. And she knows how to find her teammates. She defends. She gets downhill. She's not a very tall player, so she does all the little things right from your point guard position.
Only 5'6", but in double figures each of the first 2 games of this series. Fever have it on the right side. Sims lets it fly right wing. Front rim, no. Hull offensive rebound. On the right wing, Boston posting, gets it, double comes, power dribble underneath, Boston up with it, and scores right of the rim. 17-14, final minute, first quarter, Fever within 3. Hull with the offensive rebound leads to second chance points. Indiana led the league in that department in the regular season. Wilson right elbow, out to Gustafson, unloads a 3 and connects. The 6'4" Gustafson, southpaw. Didn't seem like the best shot of the offense, but it works out.
Yeah, she was right in rhythm. She's not afraid to let that thing fly.
Fever down 6. Hull now for 3 on the left wing. Short, but a long rebound out to Boston. Pitches it off to Sims. Feeds right block. Boston, fade away. Good! AP for 2. Fever within 4, 20-16. 16 seconds to go, first quarter. Shot clock off for the Aces.
Let me find out she got that in her bag. I see you, AB.
Aggressive. Evans, top of the arc, starts to drive left on Petty. Wild shot, no. Rebound Turner, can't hang on to it. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Wilson, long 3 ahead of the horn. Backboard, no. And that does it for the first 10 minutes at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Fever trailing the Aces 20-16. Quarter 2 coming up next in Game 3 of the Best of 5 WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Better Water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
Fever fans, get ready to bring the heat. It's game day and Chicken Salad Chick is here to fuel your fandom. With 12 fresh, made-from-scratch chicken salad flavors, pimento cheese, and egg salad, we've got the perfect meal for every fan. Dine in with us, grab a meal to go, or order ahead for pickup. With 7 local restaurants, deliciousness is always within reach. Chicken Salad Chick is a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. Visit chickensaladchick.com to order now.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
The Indiana Fever trust Ortho Indy as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game time injuries to everyday mishaps, Ortho Indy Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Ortho Indy is ready. Find a location near you at orthoindy.com. Ortho Indy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
Hey everyone, it's Jake from Payless Liquors. Charlie said sell it, so stop by one of our 26 family-owned locations and stock up with these great deals. Jack Daniel's half gallons for $39.99, Jim Beam half gallons for $26.99, Mick Ultra 18 packs for $23.99, and Hennessy pints for $19.99. Get Fireball Fists for $13.99. Cuervo Authentic half gallons for $10.99, Matua Sauv Blanc for $10.49, and Corona or Modelo 32-ounce bottles for just $4.49. Why pay more when you can pay less here at Payless Liquors?
This is Brianna Turner, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Breezy with a couple of points and a rebound off the bench in the first quarter, but Vegas led it wire to wire. It's 20-16 as we turn to quarter number 2. And looking ahead, actually, limited tickets are available for Game 4. That's on Sunday afternoon at 3. Just go to feverbasketball.com/playoffs. And in case you can't make it here, but still want to turn up the heat, join Freddie and the Inferno for the Corona Bar Network pregame party at Tom's Watch Bar in downtown Indy. That starts Sunday at 1. Get fired up ahead of Game 4 of these WNBA semifinals, featuring the Fever and the Aces here at Cambridge Fieldhouse. At Tom's Watch Bar on Sunday, you can enjoy Corona specials, free samples, and meet Freddie. So don't miss the party. It's all happening at Tom's Watch Bar. And you can visit feverbasketball.com/bar network for more info. And remember, relax responsibly. All right, Bria, what do you think there, quarter 1?
Not the best start. You know, within those first 5 minutes, we only scored 6 Fever points to the Aces 11, so we did a pretty good job on the defensive end, especially when we were struggling scoring. Then we finished that quarter with 10 points, getting us up to 16, and only holding the Aces to 9, getting us up to 20. So if we can continue that momentum, that's exactly where we want to be.
Fever have the ball first in the black and red Stranger Things uniforms to begin the second quarter. Odyssey Sims, Kelsey Mitchell, Natasha Howard, Brianna Turner, and Ariel Powers, her first action off the bench. In the half court on the right side, 8 on the shot clock. Sims, right arc, driving, baseline, pulls, and the midi is short. Defensive rebound, Alyssa Smith for the Aces. To the point guard, Chelsea Gray, flips it forward, right baseline, Smith, driving on Howard, shot no good. Offensive rebound, Megan Gustafson, and she scores from the left post. 5 points for her off the bench in less than 5 minutes. Fever down by 6. Mitchell, rise and fire, right wing 3, off to the right. Gustafson now with a defensive rebound. Snaps it in the backcourt to Gray. Touchdown pass ahead to Smith, catches it in the paint, turns around, scores, and a foul. Here against the franchise that drafted her second overall in 2022. She was all rookie with the Fever, part of their group that made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
She had a big game on Tuesday, and now a chance for an and 1.
Yes, she did. She came out with those 18 points from Alyssa Smith, who, again, like you said, started her career here in Indy. Just this year moved around a little bit, so see her where she's been at as she leaves that one short on the free throw line. Good to see her start coming into her as a pro.
Fever get the rebound after that miss. Sims attacking left, bounce pass to no one. Stolen by Dana Evans. Right to left, Evans. No options on the left wing. Pass left corner. Lloyd for 3, no. Ball tapped around. Sims has the rebound on the weak side. Odyssey, left arc. Drives in the paint. Her shot absolutely stuffed by Gray, but the Fever keep it. 15 on the shot clock. Powers near the left elbow. Trying to toss it ahead to Howard, out of bounds. Almost everyone on the court thought it was going to be Ace's ball, but Roy Gulbayan says it was deflected. And the Fever keep it. Baseline out of bounds. Mitchell, the catalyst, into Howard. Back to Mitchell, attacking left. And a foul is called against Vegas. Right now, Asia Wilson is on the bench getting a rest. It seems pretty pivotal that the Fever take advantage of this.
That's exactly what I was going to say next. With Asia Wilson on the court, or not on the court, excuse me, this is when you got to put the pedal to the metal here. I mean, this is the time to start raising your play. Jackie Young as well, who's now checking into the game. Asia not only brings offense, but she brings a lot of great defense as well.
Co-defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Has been the outright D player of the year a couple of times prior. 10 on the shot clock as the Fever get it into Sims, who passes on the perimeter to Turner. Whips it to Mitchell. 3 on the shot clock. Mitchell has to create, drives, floater, misses to the right. Loose ball underneath. This one will go to the Aces. It was a good hustle effort, though, by Powers, who poked it away from Young, who had rebounded. Now Boston comes back in for Turner. 8:16 to go, second quarter. Fever down 24-16. Biggest deficit so far.
Again, Vegas, who has had a lot of success in the past, they have been in these kinds of situations, so they do have the experience here, but we've got to have that hustle.
In the semifinals for a 7th consecutive year. They've won a couple of titles in the last 3 years. Young driving, left open, middle of the paint. Fever drop back too far.
Yeah.
26-16, 10-point hole for Indiana.
Yeah, she did a good job going downhill. If they didn't commit, she had a rolling Alyssa Smith coming to the basket as well.
And now, as the Fever are on the right side, defensive 3 seconds is called for the second time so far against the Aces. This is a case of be careful what you wish for, because Becky Hammond publicly was critical of officials not calling defensive 3 seconds, and now it's been called against her team twice in the first 12-plus minutes. And after she missed the free throw in the first quarter, Mitchell makes this one off the front of the iron. In the first round, in the first couple of games of the semifinals, there had only been defensive 3 seconds called a total of once.
Yeah.
And so now we've seen it twice
already in the first half.
Yeah. Officials have years too. Mitchell passes right wing, Powers, guarded by Gray, ball above her head. Powers puts it on the deck, top of the key, bounce pass inside. Boston with the left hand, misses, offensive rebound, kicks it out. Left wing, hole pumps to Powers, drives, left elbow J, misses. Howard, offensive rebound, back to the basket, puts it in. 26-19, 7:20 to go. A couple of offensive rebounds. Need a second chance points.
That's what it's got to come down to. Just being relentless, making the winning plays, getting the 50-50 balls.
Powers in a stance, guarding Young. Dribbling on the logo at the left hand, hip high. Now starts to drive. Hangs and can't hit off the window. Defensive rebound, Boston. And Young fouls her in the backcourt. A foul committed 90 feet away from the basket by Vegas.
Yep.
With 6:59 left in the first quarter. And the Fever trying to get into a groove, down 26-19.
It's a great way from a score off of some offensive rebounds.
Mitchell, blow by, misses the bunny. Ball out of bounds underneath. Which way? Out off Indiana. Aces get it. 6:50 to go till halftime. By the way, Young, first player in this game with multiple fouls. Gray, the point guard, behind the back pass to Wilson. Getting downhill left, turnaround shot, short. Boston the rebounds. Mitchell pushing. Circles out on the right wing, bouncing towards the corner. Bounce pass, right block. Howard back to Mitchell. Her shot blocked by Wilson with a loose ball to Howard. Near the rim, can't finish. And a defensive rebound for Vegas. Fever are shooting nearly 30% from the field. Smith driving, Hull forces a jump ball. Hull hustles all the time.
What the Hull? She's in every play. She makes those plays. She's got down. Chelsea Gray, who is known as a point guard, made a fantastic pass. And who was there to help? Lexi Hull.
By the way, to update offensively, the Fever have actually now dropped below 30% shooting, which just won't cut it. Aces not on fire themselves necessarily, but at 40%. Jump ball at the left foul line, won by Vegas. Young backpedals towards the logo, now angling right around a Wilson screen. Skip pass, right baseline, Smith, bumping on Howard, turns around, fadeaway, puts it in. Alyssa Smith, the 6'4", 25-year-old who posted on social media after she was traded to Vegas that she was disappointed. Well, right now she's thriving here in a big-time spot.
Yeah, that's what happens when people start believing in you. You just come in and start doing work.
Boston short corner left, guarded by Wilson. Aaliyah gets into the red paint, turns around, shot short, ball out of bounds, and the officials say it'll go to the Aces. With 5:38 to go in the second quarter, there's a break in the action. The Fever offense in a rut, down 28-19. Again, 5:38 to go till halftime. It's Game 3 in the best of 5 WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at YRefi. YRefi refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And YRefi does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YRefi-34. That's 888-YRefi-34. Or go to yrefi.com. That's YREFY.com.
Parents notice when something feels off. A look, a sound, a movement, a silence. Parents don't need all the answers, just the courage to ask the right questions. If a child may be showing signs of autism, early detection matters. Daymar is here to help with answers, support, and a team ready to help. Visit daymar.org today. Every child deserves a chance, and sometimes the most powerful move is to ask for help.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Fever.
WIBC HD2, W298BB, WIBC HD3, W228CX, Indianapolis.
This is Natasha Howard, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
It takes guts to win and the same courage to do work that changes lives. So join Daymar and make a difference for kids with autism and the families who love them. Visit daymar.org today. That's DAMAR.org. With 5:38 to go in the second quarter inside Cambridge Fieldhouse, which is definitely rocking tonight. Fever, though, down 28-19 against the Aces. Next to Bria Goss, I'm John Nolan. Thanks so much for making us part of your Friday night. Bria, in the regular season, the Fever shot 45% from the field. That was good for third best in the league. So far in this game, though, 8 for 28 from the floor. That equates to 28%, which would be a season low.
Yeah, and that's tough because I think the shots that they're taking are good shots. You know, the ball's just not going into that bucket. We've got to find our rhythm, see if we can get one shot and keep that momentum up. Use this crowd for them.
Yeah, even close to the basket, the Fever misfiring. 6 of 18 from 14 feet and in. Aces ball after the timeout. Jewel Lloyd, left corner three, no. Ball goes out of bounds underneath, off the Aces. 5:25 left, second quarter. And it's Indiana left to right. Kelsey Mitchell in particular shooting below her percentages. 1 of 7, 0 for 2 from 3. Mitchell attacking left. Shot off the window. Good. And 1. Kelsey Mitchell. Hooper has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
That's a beautiful play there, too, by Steph White. They just cleared. Everyone's on the right side. Mitchell just going to the left. You've got to know where she's at tenfold. If that lane just opened wide up, there was no help on the backside. Way to attack. Ooh. My goodness. She struggled a little bit in this game so far, but one thing about Kelsey Mitchell, she doesn't give up.
Spacing was superb. Now the lefties free throw short, though. Rebounded by Young as Tamika Catchings watches from courtside.
Yeah.
Heard Steph liken Kelsey's competitive fire to that of Catch. A legend in this franchise's history. Wilson now foul line left, bricks it. Good box out by Mitchell, and Hull plucks the rebound. Will bring it across midcourt herself, wearing Caitlin's shoes. Pass over on the left side, Powers to Mitchell, top of the key, long jumper off to the left. Timpson offensive rebound. In a crowd, in the paint, and it's a jump ball. Two aces had hands on it, both Lloyd and Smith. With 4:46 to go, quarter two.
Yeah.
Ariel Powers now checking out. And Odyssey Sims returning. So to reset the lineup for the Fever, it's the starting five with the exception of Timpson in for Howard. And this will be Timpson jumping against Lloyd. KK has the height advantage, but the ball is claimed by Jackie Young.
Yeah.
Aces in white, right to left. Young, left perimeter, guarded by Hull. Pick and pop with Smith, and now works it right to Lloyd. Mitchell draped on her. Shovel pass, Ray. Near the right elbow. Contested jumper, nothing but net over Mitchell. The 32-year-old's Gray. With the sharp touch, it's 30-21. Sims, floater, middle of the paint, blocked. Gets the loose ball in the left post. Tosses it out to Hull left wing. Skip pass, Boston handoff. Mitchell, pick and pop. Boston at the foul line. Extra Hull left wing. Bounce pass Boston. Right elbow Jay. Short. She was wide open. Long rebound out to Mitchell. Right wing. Step back three. Planks. No. Offensive rebound Hull. Dribbling near the foul line. Off balance shot. She sticks it. Oh, yeah. Lexi Hull, how about that? As now she tells the Fever faithful to get up on their feet. Timeout Vegas with 3:48 to go in the second quarter. Lexi Hull is incredible, playing through pain, trying to will the Fever back in this game. Roll step aside, 3:48 to go till the half. Indiana trailing Vegas 30-23 in a rock fight. Game 3 of this best of 5 WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
This is Jeff Wheeler, business manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones to the excitement of every big game. IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 41, proudly powering your community.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9 with IT. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
The Indiana Fever trust Ortho Indy as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game time injuries to everyday mishaps, Ortho Indy Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Ortho Indy is ready. Find a location near you at orthoindy.com. Ortho Indy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. Choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more at the grand opening of the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com.
Cover me!
This is Lexi Hull, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
It's a red out inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So what if I told you that the player who hasn't even been healthy enough to practice in recent days right now was Indiana's leading scorer and leads everyone in this game in rebounding? Lexi Hull, who's been wearing a heating pad on her back, is heating up. 7.6 rebounds with the Fever down 30-23. After their timeout, the Aces going right to left, and now a defensive 3 seconds called against Indiana. This is kind of comical that there have been 3 defensive 3 seconds called here in the first 16-plus minutes of this game when I don't have the exact number in front of me right now, but during the regular season and so far in the playoffs, a defensive 3 second call only comes like once a week.
Literally, in the whole league. So to say that we have 3, thank you, Becky, for that, because I wonder what those post games are going to talk about now.
Yeah, she had asked a staff member to research that number. Sideline out of bounds for the Aces after Chelsea Gray nails the technical free throw, and the inbound pass deflected out. Jackie Young inbounds and rifles it in to Chelsea Gray. Odyssey Sims on her. Gray gets a screen from Wilson, who's 1 for 9 from the field in this game. Shot fake, jumper, off to the right, rebound, Boston. Asia Wilson, the MVP, now 1 for 10, yet the Fever down by 8. Kelsey Mitchell just 2 for 10 shooting. She handles, top of the arc, guarded by Lloyd. Pass left wing, Sims. Passes left corner, Boston hands it off to Sims. 7 on the shot clock, nothing happening. Sims trying to pick and roll with Boston, but it's deflected, and then Sims commits a foul in the backcourt. Not a terrific sequence for Indiana. 3:04 to go in the half. Fever trailing by 8, shooting 29% from the field, and now 7 turnovers. Remember, a week ago yesterday, that decisive Game 3 in Atlanta, they had a total of 6 turnovers.
Yeah.
The Game 1 win in Vegas, a total of 10 turnovers. The last time out, a season high, and not a lot better so far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was the right decision. She was trying to get that pass to a cutting Aaliyah Boston off of the pick and roll, but it was so tough. I mean, a lot of hands in there.
Team attendant mopping up perspiration off the floor on the left side. The crowd trying to get this team back in the game. It's Petty, Timpson, Mitchell, Boston, and Hull out there. Wilson at the right elbow. Arcs a pass to Gray, right wing. She dribbles towards the foul line. Jumper, no good. Defensive rebound, Boston. Passes in the backcourt to Mitchell. Foot on the pedal. Now goes left around a Boston screen near the Aces bench. Snaps it to Hull between the rings. Over on the right side, Petty feeds at the top of the key. Boston dribbling left. Passes left wing, Hull, shot clock down to 5. Lexi trying to create to Petty. Petty to Hull, open, 3 up top, good! It's the Lexi Hull game so far. She leads all scorers with 10. Also has a game-high 6 rebounds. Fever within 5. 2:15 to go, second quarter, as Young quiets the crowd. Step in front of the foul line, knocking it down.
Man, I mean, we're making it work, but way to go from the standpoint of just finding the right person.
Mitchell, right side, 3, bucket! Kelsey connecting. Back-to-back triples for the Fever. It's 33-29 under 2 to go, quarter 2. Petty in a stance on Gray, who goes behind the back of the Gainbridge logo towards the right corner near the Fever bench. Gray, power move, puts it up right to the rim and scores. Tough finish for Chelsea Gray. A point guard aggressive with the take. It's 35-29, 90 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of pressure there, a lot of body, but she's staying composed.
Petty passes to Mitchell, top of the arc. Screen from Boston, top of the key. Mitchell unloads a three. Heating up! 35-32. Fever within 3. Timeout. Becky Hammond with 1:19 to go in the second quarter.
I mean, besides the whole three that was wide open, a defensive breakdown from the Aces, those other 2 threes from Kelsey Mitchell were very well played, hand in the face. You don't really know when Kelsey Mitchell is going to pop off in the sense of when she's going to pull up, but she has been deemed one of the hardest players to guard from other players in the league. They have multiple times have said that about her just because of the balance that she's able to provide. And you don't know if that downhill attack is coming or the pull-up. So way to go, Kelsey Mitchell.
She is so good and undeterred. Unfortunately, we've seen Kelsey get off to slow starts in games before, but unlike some players who maybe would lose their confidence, not Kelsey. The ultimate confidence, all the unseen hours that she's put in the gym over the years, especially in the past with her late father, Mark.
Yes.
And you think about her journey. She was drafted 2nd overall in 2018. 1 pick after Asia Wilson went first to the Aces. Wilson has had this glorious run, a couple of rings. Mitchell had to go through some tough times with this Fever organization, but now flourishing.
To say the least. The adversity, I'm telling you, the thing that this kid has been through, a lot of people wouldn't have been able to get through that. So to see her now, especially with so many eyes on her and kind of being overlooked for the majority of her career, now to see where she's at leading this team, it's been inspiring.
Kelsey has taken note of who has written her off, but she hasn't written back.
Hey.
35-32, Fever within 3 as Lexi Hull comes out onto the court wearing her heating pad, forgetting that she's had it on. Again, she is playing through significant pain and yet still performing at the highest level. With a smile, she's reminded to take it off as the Fever D up on the left side. Young arc left, guarded by Hull. Hull gets around a Wilson screen, but a foul is called on Lexi. It's her second. She's the first Fever player with multiple fouls. For the Aces, only Jackie Young has more than one. There's 1:05 to go in the half. 14 on the shot clock for the Aces. As Gray sideline out of bounds it to Young between the rings with Hull on her. Driving right. Young blocked by Timpson. Loose ball, the Fever have it. It's Hull left to right across the logo. Bouncing towards the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Looking for help. Boston's got a mismatch. Lexi passes it to her. Extra. Timpson scores. Left of the basket. 35-34. Fever within 1. 40 seconds to go in the half. Gray at the control. Slings it right elbow. Wilson turning on Boston. Shot short. Rebound Mitchell. Fever have a chance to take the lead. Under 30 seconds to go in the half. Kelsey pulls up top for 3. Heat check. Wide left. O'Board. Timpson. She's blocked by Wilson. No call. Aces have it. Shot clock off. Fans once again stunned that Wilson didn't commit a foul on the block shot. Gray has it at the logo. 9 seconds to go in the half. Petty on her. Boston flashes help. Doubling Gray up high. Skip pass picked off by Mitchell. 1 second to go. Mitchell from the logo for 3. Off to the left. Step out at midcourt. Arms spread wide with Caitlin adamantly clapping next to her. Looking towards Eric Bruton, wondering... Well, I don't know which one they're complaining about.
Yeah.
Several calls probably.
Right.
But nevertheless, at the half inside Cambridge Fieldhouse, the Fever, who trailed by as many as 10, have rallied to within 1. It's 35-34 against the Aces.
Man, finishing that quarter was pivotal, not only to get this crowd up out of their seat, but to go into the second half with one goal in mind, and that is to win this game under any circumstances. You have Lexi Hull, who's doing a great job feeding off that energy. Kelsey Mitchell came alive. Let's see who else will get in there and see if they can get their feet wet with this one.
Fever ending the half on a 13-5 run over the last 3:05. This team has no quit. They remind you a lot of the Pacers and their spectacular run back in the spring. As not only Tyrese Halliburton, but also Obi Toppin, who's wearing Fever Stranger Things jersey on the left side. I think it's a Lexi jersey, hard to see from our angle.
Yep, it is.
Obi's got the Lexi threads on.
We got Matherin.
Yes, other Pacers who are, of course, in town with training camp about to start next week. Well, in any case, we'll step aside when we come back at the half. Bria will break things down. We'll listen back to highlights from the first 20 minutes, go through the numbers, and more. At the half, the Fever trailing the Aces 35-34. You're listening to Game 3 of the WNBA Best of 5 semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Need a winning play for your halftime hunger? Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. We make every recipe from scratch daily with the freshest ingredients because you deserve nothing less than delicious. Enjoy 12 varieties of chicken salad, pimento cheese, and egg salad at any of our 7 local restaurants. Chicken Salad Chick is a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. Learn more at chickensaladchick.com.
Better water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yeah, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
I'm Lynn Dunn, Senior Advisor to the Indiana Fever. I've seen the power of women who lead at home, on the court, and in life. If you think your child may be showing signs of autism, trust your gut. Early detection matters. Don't wait, don't wonder. Visit daymar.org today. You'll find answers, support, and a team that walks beside you. Every child deserves a chance, and the right assist can change everything.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold weight filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
This is Kelsey Mitchell, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Kelsey Mitchell, gamer, leading all scorers with 11 points in the first half as the Fever, who were down as many as 10, within one. It's 35-34. A couple teams here who average 83, 84 points a game, respectively. Not tracking towards that so far, but still 20 minutes and score. With Bria Goss, John Nolan, Scott Fenstermaker, our engineer here, while Caleb Zuber is our producer in studio a few blocks away. All right, Bria. Wasn't pretty for the most part, but it certainly was gritty for the Fever. And then the offense started to flow late in that second quarter.
Yeah, exactly. For the majority of the first half, we were shooting below 30%. It was very tough in the sense of trying to get that offensive flow. Shots weren't falling, but their defense never let up. Specifically on A'ja Wilson, who was 1 for 11 right now in this game. And I'm not going to lie. If you would have told me that she would be 1 for 11 in the first half and we would be down, I probably wouldn't believe you. We've got to be able to take advantage, but they did a really good job for Vegas, other players stepping up. So we've got to match that intensity, see if we can continue that hard work on A'ja Wilson, make it extremely difficult for the other players as well, see if we can get something going, specifically in transition. Yeah, remember Wilson actually opened this game up by making a right wing three, so she then missed 10 consecutive shots. Now, not to be glass half empty, but for the Fever, it is a little bit worrisome that Wilson is 1 for 11, having missed 10 shots in a row, and they're down because numbers say Wilson's not going to continue to miss, and she tends to be
of force.
That's true.
But definitely a lot of credit due to Aaliyah Boston, who does not back down going against the older South Carolina alum.
I agree. No, like you said, the numbers there, you got to know that she's going to come out with a little pep in her step. But again, you got to match that intensity, see if you can get her in some difficult situations, specifically on the defensive end as well.
Before we look further ahead of the second half, let's take a listen back to highlights from the first two quarters.
All right.
Mitchell drives and scores. First play, first bucket for Indiana on offense. It's 3-2. On the bounce, Lexi right elbow. Pass at the foul line. Boston fakes out. Wilson drives and scores. Bow. It's 7-4. Fever within 3. 7:20 to go, first quarter. Hull looking for help. Finds Boston at the foul line. Mismatch. Backing down Lloyd, but a double comes. Pass. Corner. 3. Hull. Yes! In the left corner in front of the Aces bench, assisted by Shea Petty. It's 13-9. Fever trail, 2.5 to go, first quarter. And that does it for the first 10 minutes at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Fever trailing the Aces 20-16. Petty passes to Mitchell, top of the arc. Screen from Boston, top of the key. Mitchell unloads a 3. Heating up! 35-32. Fever within 3. As Gray, sideline out of bounds it to Young between the rings with Hull on her, driving right. Young blocked by Timpson. Loose ball, the Fever have it. It's Hull left to right, across the logo. Bouncing towards the right wing, picks up the dribble. Looking for help. Boston's got a mismatch. Lexi passes it to her. Extra. Timpson scores! Left of the basket. 35-34. Fever within 1. At the half inside Cambridge Fieldhouse. The Fever, who trailed by as many as 10, have rallied to within 1. It's 35-34 against the Aces. And with that, now we'll take a quick timeout, come back, get you ready for the third quarter here inside Cambridge Fieldhouse. Fever fighting back within 1 against the Aces. Series tied at a game apiece. It's game 3, best of 5 WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at YRefi. YRefi refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And YRefi does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YRefi-34. That's 888-YRefi-34. Or go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Chicken Salad Chick. From tailgates to team celebrations, we bring fresh, flavorful chicken salad inside straight to your event. With 12 crave-worthy flavors, there's something for every fan. Order your game day spread at chickcatering.com. Proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever.
The Indiana Fever trust Ortho Indy as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game time injuries to everyday mishaps, Ortho Indy Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Ortho Indy is ready. Find a location near you at orthoindy.com. Ortho Indy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
This is Jeff Wheeler, business manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones to the excitement of every big game, IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 41, proudly powering your community.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
This is Caitlin Clark, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Caitlin on the Ortho Indy injury report. In case you missed it earlier today on Query and Company, head coach Steph White joined Jake and did confirm that she doesn't see any scenario in which Caitlin would be able to return for the final should the Fever find a way past the Aces. But getting ahead of ourselves. Halftime, game 3 in this best-of-5 set. Series tied at 1 apiece, and it's a 1-point deficit for the Fever. A low-scoring first half. They're down 35-34. Some quick numbers while Mitchell led all scorers with 11. Hull had 10 for the Fever. 6.7 rebounds for Leah Boston. 2 points for Natasha Howard. Odyssey Sims started but didn't score. Off the bench, KK Timpson with 2, same for Brianna Turner, 1 for Shea Petty. Ariel Powers played but did not score, while Jackie Young, the all-star from the Evansville area, leading the Aces with 10. Third quarter after this at Cambridge Fieldhouse, WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Parents notice when something feels off. A look, a sound, a movement, a silence. Parents don't need all the answers, just the courage to ask the right questions. If a child may be showing signs of autism, early detection matters. Daymar is here to help with answers, support, and a team ready to help. Visit daymar.org today. Every child deserves a chance, and sometimes the most powerful move is to ask for help.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9 with it. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at YRefi. YRefi refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And YRefi does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YRefi-34. That's 888-YRefi-34. Or go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold weight filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
This is Leah Boston, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
AB had a double-double in Game 2, tracking towards another in Game 3. Fever only shot 35% from the floor in the first half, yet within one. 35-34 against Vegas. Indiana did get hot from 3 late in the half. They were 4 of 12 from behind the arc overall. Merely 2 for 4 at the line. On the other side, the Aces, 40% from the field. They were 2 for 7 from 3, and they were 3 for 4 at the line. Back with Priya Gosh, John Nolan. Appreciate you tuning in here to tip off your weekend. All right, Bria, what's key now in this second half?
Well, one, playing with that same sense of urgency that they finished that second quarter with. That was beautiful basketball on offense and on defense. They were able to, again, keep Asia Wilson contained, 1 for 11. See if they can mimic that. I think they'll be in good hands. And then continue to rebound the basketball. Right now, we're winning that rebounding battle 26-16. So plus 10 is exactly where we want to be. We're a few points behind in the points in the paint. But I like where our mindset is at by scoring, so we've got to be able to stay in it.
Fever coming out onto the court for the third quarter in the Stranger Things uniforms with the starting 5, but it'll be Kelsey Mitchell who brings the ball down the court, right to left. Odyssey Sims over in the corner by the bench. Running a set here. Mitchell has it up top. Mitchell going right, feeds, right block, Boston backing down Bell, double comes, doesn't matter, Aaliyah scores for the lead. It's 36-35, Indiana with 9:35 to go in the third.
That's barbecue chicken right there. You can't let Kristen Bell be on an island with Aaliyah Boston.
Let her eat. Young rising fire, right wing 3, off the heel of the rim. Rebound number 8 for Hall. Up ahead, Sims, aggressive, driving against Wilson, draws a foul. 2 free throws coming for, Odyssey Sims.
Odyssey, who really struggled in that first 20 minutes, just did not get a good feel, had some turnovers, missing some shots, but I don't know what was said in that locker room, but that's fearless right there. No matter what happened that first 20 minutes, you still got to come out and perform for your team.
Gotta be like a goldfish, right? Short memory here. As Sims, the lefty with the pink shoes on, drills the first free throw. How about this? The Fever never led in the first half. Now in front 37-35. 9:19 to go. Third quarter. The second one for Sims. She sticks it. 38-35 Indiana. So dating back to late in the second quarter, this is a 17-5 run. Young at the foul line. Probes, fade away. Nothing but net. Jackie Young, a dozen to lead all scorers. Sims with a burst after the make. Top of the key. Going right. Skip pass. Boston feeds. Left block. Howard against Gray. Mismatch. Not on the first try. Second chance points. Howard puts it in. It's 40-37. Fever, 8:45 to go in the third.
Good way not to give up on the play there. Again, staying on the offensive board. We have 12.
Second chance points in favor of the Fever, 12-3. It's Young up top, driving in the red paint, off balance. No, but a foul. Felt like the whistle came late after Young winds up on the hardwood around the baseline. Fans get a look at a replay on the big screens above the court, and they feel like she flopped, and I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, not sure what the pressure was from the arm bar of Lexi Hull on the back, but I don't think, as much as we've seen they have let go, those are one of those ones where you just kind of tilt your head to the side to go, what?
So Young from Princeton in Southern Indiana, 89% at the line in the regular season, top 5 in the W. But on the first, one more coming as she relaxes her shoulders, gently bounces the ball, bends, extends, and it's all net. 40-39, Fever the lead and the ball right to left. Young now, Anna Stantz getting low on defense against Mitchell. Number 0 against number 0. Mitchell, rise and fire up top for 3. Heat check as it does not draw iron. Air balls out of bounds. Aces get it.
Look good from this angle. I know we have the worst angle to see as far as how that was going to go, but that was high and had enough room to get it off.
With you from the main concourse level near midcourt opposite the benches. Young top of the key. Wilson offensive foul as she once again dispositions Hull. And now she's starting to be called for it. And crazy enough, Lexi Hull, back injury and all, continues to leave it all out there like a total warrior.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing a good job chasing Jackie Young off the screen. Wilson just kind of had her hip into it just enough to get that call.
Fever half court left side. Mitchell top of the key, a little shake driving left, scoops it in. Kelsey Mitchell is like that. It's 42-39 Fever, 7:47 to go, third quarter, game 3, series even, one apiece. Young, right corner, guarded by Mitchell, one-on-one, it's an ISO. One-on-one, Young still dribbling outside the arc now. She pulls a 3, and she buries it over Mitchell. Jackie Young.
Yeah. That was a tough bucket right there, hand in the face and all. Great defense is better.
Couple all-stars battling. Pick and roll. Mitchell of Boston skip. Right corner. Lexi tees it up. Got it! In front of the Fever bench. 45-42. Fever back in front. 7:10 left. Third quarter. Wilson driving one-on-one against Boston. Baseline. Misses the midi. Melissa Smith offensive rebound. Dribbling red paint. Baby hook. Wide right. Rebound Tosh Howard. Howard point forward. Left sideline and the front court. Passes to Boston. Left arc. Sims comes for it. Boston hangs onto it. Feeds right corner. Hull. Shot fake. Side dribble. Whips it inside. Mitchell scores. Hull with a dive. 47-42 Fever. It's a 5-0 flurry with 6:38 to go in the third.
Not settling. That was a great decision making by Lexi Hull on that pass.
Gray pick and roll with Smith. Too easy. Rim right. Banking it in. 47-44. Sims pushes the pace after a make. Driving right lane. Gets blocked by Bell. Out of bounds underneath. Fever ball. Bell telling her bench, though, they should challenge this. Becky Hammond looking over her left shoulder, and she will call a timeout to challenge that the ball went off of Sims rather than Bell. Or maybe not. She won't. I thought she was twirling the index finger. Instead, Sims, baseline out of bounds to the corner. Hull, catch, shoot.
No way.
Not that time. It hit off the front of the rim, got high in the air, and then it's plucked by Wilson. Young accelerating ball, touched out of bounds by Howard from behind, who high fives Hull. There'll be a baseline out of bounds for the Aces on the right side.
Yep.
6:12 to go. Penultimate quarter. Fever up 3, 47-44.
Howard has that experience, championship experience, so that was a great hustle back on that 50-50 ball.
3 titles on her resume. Now before the ball is inbounded, an offensive foul on the Aces. Goes against Smith, her second, as she fouled Sims.
Okay, now. Moving too much on the screen. You've got to be set, and guards have to wait for you to get there.
Mitchell snakes around a Boston screen. Little shake with the dribble. Jump pass right wing. Sims attacking. Kicks left corner Hull. And she was losing her balance. Heady play. Saves it by tossing it off the leg of Gray. So the Fever keep it. 10 on the shot clock. Just under 6 to go. Third quarter. Sims inbounding on the baseline in the corner.
Against the zone.
One of the A's in Indiana inbounds it to Hull. Zips it to Boston. Not on the same page with Mitchell. A turnover. Wilson a steal. Outlet to Young. Euroing in the paint and banking it in right at the rim. 47-46. Fever lead sliced to 1. 5:40 to go third quarter. Sims, right elbow, passes to Boston, facilitating the offense, angling right towards the Fever bench. Pass corner, Mitchell for 3, too strong. Offensive rebound, snatched by Sims. She's doubled in the corner in need of help. Floats it to Hull. Extra, Boston, shot fake. Wilson defending. Boston passes to Mitchell. Her shot swatted by Smith. Loose ball goes to the Fever. No good for Boston. Howard, offensive rebound, and draws a foul on Gray, going up with it. This red-out crowd, electric.
I mean, just from a standpoint of next play and playing through it, doesn't matter what happened. Short-term memory, I think the Fever are doing an outstanding job right now, just having the confidence piece to continue to shoot the 3, to continue to get downhill.
Can't count this group out. As now the crowd comes to a hush, it's Natasha's teammates who clap from the bench, and her free throw goes in and out. 71% there during the regular season. Takes a step away from the Navy strike. Refocuses. 47-46 Fever. 5:16 to go. Quarter 3. Benz extends the second. Drains it. 48-46 Fever. Series tied at 1. Best of 5. Gray angling left with Sims on her. Here Becky Hammond, the Aces coach. Gray hip high with the right hand, motioning the offense, goes right around a Wilson screen, pulls right elbow jumper, bullseye. Tied at 48. Mitchell quickly down the court, right to left after the make, has Smith on her. Analyzes that, passes to Boston left wing, and away from the ball, an offensive foul on Sims, who apparently pushed off on Lloyd, who winds up on the ground. And it leads to a break. And they actually call the foul on Hull. Or it's third. Make it her fourth.
Yeah.
First in the game with more than 3 fouls. 4:47 to go, quarter 3. Fever 48, Aces 48. It's the WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Fever fans, get ready to bring the heat. It's game day and Chicken Salad Chick is here to fuel your fandom. With 12 fresh made-from-scratch chicken salad flavors, pimento cheese, and egg salad, we've got the perfect meal for every fan. Dine in with us, grab a meal to go, or order ahead for pickup. With 7 local restaurants, deliciousness is always within reach. Chicken Salad Chick is a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. Visit chickensaladchick.com to order now.
Better Water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
This is Jeff Wheeler, business manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones to the excitement of every big game, IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 41, proudly powering your community.
Radio 1 is seeking a general sales manager to lead our sales operations in Indianapolis. The ideal candidate will bring a strong track record in sales leadership, team development, and revenue generation across both traditional media and digital platforms. This role requires a bachelor's degree and 2 to 4 years related experience and/or training or equivalent combination. To view the full job listing and apply, go to urban1.com/careers. Applicants are subject to a background check. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Kelsey Mitchell, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Mitchell has a team-high 15 points as the Fever tied with the Aces at 48 with 4:47 left in the third quarter, but a fairly significant development there before the break as Lexi Hull picked up her 4th foul. She's drawn a couple of offensive fouls, but that time was called for one.
Yeah.
We got to look at a replay. Not a lot of contact. A little bit of a bump with Jewel Lloyd, who dove like a soccer player.
Yeah. That's tough. Coming back, you've got to kind of pick up what she's been able to bring to this team so far, specifically in this game.
Ace is trying to get creative on offense. They have Wilson playing point. She bounce passes to Gray in the far corner and away from the ball. A foul called on the Fever. Pauses the clock with 4:35 to go. Quarter 3. So for the Fever, it's 4 on Hull. Nobody else has more than 1. So Hull's on the bench. The Fever have Mitchell, Petty, Turner, Boston, and Powers. Aaliyah steals the inbounds pass. She deflected it as Wilson tossed it in and then stole it. And now Mitchell gets fouled between the rings by Gray. Or check that by Lloyd.
It's a late call there as both of them were rolling around on the ground almost before they finally blew the whistle, but they blew the whistle nonetheless.
There's bumper cars there for a moment. As now Kelsey relaces her Devin Booker branded sneakers with the checks on them. They actually are orange and purple, with Booker playing for the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
She's worn a variety of different Booker shoes over the course of the year that he's gifted her personally. Petty inbounds to Mitchell, back to Petty, left corner shot fake. She drives into the paint. Leaner doesn't go, but a foul on Evans, who's ornery after the whistle. 4:24 to go in the third. Score locked at 48. And Petty at the foul line on the left side to shoot 2.
It would have been a tough finish, but Evans, who isn't too happy about that call, feels like she had arms straight up.
Shea Petty's first. Got it. Shea Petty at 36, fourth oldest player in the WNBA. Originally from Massachusetts, started her college career in the Horizon League at Wright State, transferred to Temple. Then it took her 7 years to make the WNBA.
Yeah.
Second free throw rattles in. She's bounced around the league, was waived by LA earlier this year, signed by the Fever in late August, and now played in crunch time. Fever up 2 as Mitchell got pushed down by Young. It goes uncalled. Young passes left elbow. Wilson, who traveled. Asia Wilson is having a nightmarish game so far. She made the first shot of the evening, a 3. Since then has missed 11 consecutive shots and has turned it over 3 times.
Yep. And it all comes from, we're clearly in her head, not only the crowd, the women on the floor.
Mitchell driving left elbow, pass right wing, Powers, guarded by Lloyd. Boston trying to post up on Young. Powers dribbles, floater, front rim, no. Loose ball out of bounds, it'll stay with Indiana. 3:51 to go in the third. Fever ball leading by 2.
You gotta give the ball. You gotta get that ball to Aaliyah Boston. There was a mouse in the house situation, especially with Jackie Young, who has 2 fouls already. Put some stress on her down there with Aaliyah Boston. That ball's gotta go in there.
Petty will inbound in front of Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin here with his wife. Pass goes to the right wing. Mitchell to Boston. Petty, long 3. Off to the left. And the ball goes out of bounds underneath towards where Tyrese Halliburton is sitting among the VIPs. He's a few seats over from Rick Carlisle, who has kept up with the Fever throughout the season, often text messaging his counterpart, Steph White. One family here at Cambridge Fieldhouse. 50-48, Fever the lead. Aces the ball on the right side. Evans draws a foul. And she was driving right now. Evans just unnecessarily gave a little push towards Petty that prompted a whistle, but no extra T assessed. Just a common foul on the floor. And Steph White jumping up and down. Fever disgruntled on the bench. Evans bounce pass to Wilson, one-on-one against Turner. Skip pass, right corner, Gray for 3. Wow. Nothing but net. Chelsea Gray, highly efficient shooting in this game. 5 of 6. Fever down 1 on the left side as Boston is fouled by Wilson, who toppled her over. Aaliyah, though, able to smile it off.
Yep.
And right now we get a look. It seemed like Steph was trying to get the officials' attention at the other end of the court before to call a timeout to challenge.
Yeah.
But the officials missed it. It is a bonus situation, though, now for Boston, who practices her form at the opposite side hoop. Now turns around to the left side foul line. Receives the ball from Roy Gulbayan. Takes a deep breath, relaxes the shoulders, practices the form once more. One dribble, and the free throw rattles in. Level at 51 with 3:10 to go in the third. Absolute battle so far between the Fever and the Aces. Indiana was down as many as 10 in the first half, up as many as 5 in this quarter. Second a swish. Aces were in front wire to wire in the first half, but out 3 ties, 3 lead changes here in quarter 3. Evans at the controls, right elbow, open, jumper, off to the right, rebound, plucked by Turner. A dribble, passes, sideline right to Petty. Across midcourt at the Gamebridge logo, guarded by Lloyd. Pick and pop with Mitchell. Mitchell, right arc, towards the elbow. Chest pass, Powers, left wing. Powers, a dribble, picks it up. Boston posting, has it one-on-one against Wilson, backing her down, and it's a jump ball. Asia Wilson, strong defense, left post, and a jump ball with 5 on the shot clock for the Fever. 2:37 to go in the third. Ball rolled over to Zaire Franklin, who's sitting next to Obi Toppin.
Yep.
Franklin pitches it back to Eric Bruton. It'll be a jump ball between the South Carolina alums, Wilson and Boston. And the jump ball is one. No, it's another jump ball. It was pinballing around, and Ariel Powers, with a little extra effort, had just enough control of it against Chelsea Gray to prompt another jump. Shea Petty as well.
Yeah.
They actually have Petty jumping it against Gray.
The shot clock is restarted to 24. Oh, nope, they put back 5 on the clock.
And 2:34 to go in the quarter. The officials now talking this through. It's set, though, to be Petty, who stands at 5'7", jumping against Gray, who's got 4 inches on her. They are going to keep 5 on the shot clock. Jumping it up at the left side foul line, where the Fever are on offense. Ball in the air, and it's won by Asia Wilson and the Aces. Jackie Young there just had a dribble around Eric Bruton.
Yeah.
The official in the backcourt.
They always say
no foul calls.
Yeah, right.
Powers, a deflection, and a steal, and she's fouled. Ariel Powers, all energy off the bench, coaxing this sellout crowd at Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
Well, you know, AP, one thing about it that fuels her every single time is her fans, is these fans, is the people that are cheering her on. So they take it as a transition take foul at such a crucial time. Ooh, great disruptive defense on that one.
One of your keys.
Oh, wait a minute. No transition take foul.
But it is the bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws on the left side for Powers. Another one of the late adds on a hardship contract. As the Fever navigated all the injuries. First free throw, too strong. Ariel has so much adrenaline. Right. You'd almost see her try to control herself with that adrenaline pumping through her system.
Yeah, you do. She's an energy player. She got to be able to also control it.
I've likened her to espresso in human form. Second free throw, all net. 53-51 Fever. 2:15 to go in the third. Fever winning the 50-50 balls tonight, and then some. Wilson, top of the key, guarded by Boston. She's done an amazing job on her tonight. Wilson now in front of the foul line. Wow, hits. Well, she was due for that. Had missed 11 consecutive shots. This one equalizes at 53. Under 2 to go, quarter 3. Mitchell, little shake, pick and roll. Boston bumping against Wilson. Misses the shot. Rebound on the defensive glass for Smith. Kick ahead right sideline. Young. Powers slowing her down. Young angling towards the right elbow. Passes to Smith, top of the key. Back over to Young. Young around a Smith screen in front of the foul line. Bounce pass. It's stolen by Turner, who passes in the backcourt to Boston, who finds the point guard, Petty, who dribbles across the logo, red, white, navy, and gold.
Well, the thing about Young, she's able to get 2 feet in the paint. You got to keep her out where she's the most dominant.
Shot clock down to 7. Fever haven't gone inside the arc yet. Mitchell, right wing 3. Oh, yeah! Go ahead, triple. It's 56-53 Fever with 1:05 to go in the third. Kelsey Mitchell continues to be her for Indiana.
There we go.
Wilson, top of the key, pumps. Boston on her, bounce pass, and a whistle is blown.
Well, the shot went in.
Does not count.
Yep.
Foul called on Powers with 55 seconds left in this third quarter. Sub for Indiana, Turner out, replaced by Timpson. So the Fever have Mitchell, Petty, Powers, Timpson, and Boston out there. Holt's been on the bench for a while with 4 fouls. Wilson, right elbow jumper, rattles down. So she's starting to heat up more to form. Fever, though, still ahead, 56-55, 42 seconds to go, third quarter. Mitchell downhill right, driving on Wilson. High off the glass, no. Defensive rebound, Evans. The diminutive guard across the timeline, changing speeds, pulls in front of the foul line, front of the iron, and it gently drops in. Go-ahead bucket for Dana Evans, the Gary native, Louisville alum. Fever down 57-56, about a 2 to 3 second difference, shot to game clock. So Mitchell, burning time, bouncing near midcourt. Right sideline at the Cambridge logo. Boston sets a screen. Mitchell handling, passes to Powers left wing. Shot clock down to 2. Ariel passes to Aaliyah. A whistle before a shot. And it looks like it's going the other way. So far tonight, we've seen multiple defensive 3-second violations called, and now improbably an offensive 3-second violation is called.
And that's tough. She's working hard down there for the ball. You got to be able to reward Aaliyah Boston as she's picking it up.
And it appears Jewel Lloyd potentially flopping again. She's slow to get up underneath the basket on the left side. Now fixing her hair as the bun came undone. With 3.6 remaining on the third quarter clock, the Aces will inbound in the backcourt near the Fever bench. Gray, the inbounder. The Fever are going to press here. Gray front courts it wildly. No, it's caught by Young. A leak out. She scores with 1 second to go in the quarter. Now Boston tosses it into Turner, and that does it for the third. The Aces with the momentum now going to the fourth. Chelsea Gray, a great touchdown pass on the sideline out of bounds to Young in stride, who got by the defense. On to the final quarter at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Fever down 59-56 against the Aces in Game 3 of the Best of 5 WNBA semifinals on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you got to call my friends at YRefi. YRefi refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And YRefi does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YRefi-34. That's 888-YRefi-34. Or go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com.
I'm Lynn Dunn, Senior Advisor to the Indiana Fever. I've seen the power of women who lead at home, on the court, and in life. If you think your child may be showing signs of autism, trust your gut. Early detection matters. Don't wait, don't wonder. Visit daymar.org today. You'll find answers, support, and a team that walks beside you. Every child deserves a chance, and the right assist can change everything.
The Indiana Fever trust Ortho Indy as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game time injuries to everyday mishaps, Ortho Indy Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Ortho Indy is ready. Find a location near you at orthoindy.com. Ortho Indy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9 with it. TNCs apply. Available in app only.
This is Lexi Hull, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Another insane performance from Lexi Hull tonight. 13 points and 8 rebounds. 2 of them on the offensive glass. This is a crazy stat. The Fever have 15 offensive rebounds through 3 quarters, which is a season high. Now, that tells you a couple of things. One, they're not shooting the ball well, only 35%, but they are showing so much heart and hustle.
Yeah, they are. And, of course, as much as we want to play a perfect game, it's just not quite possible, but you want to come as close as you can to it. And we know that the mistakes will come, but how do you respond to those mistakes? How can you overcome, those adversities? And I feel like they've been able to do that. Asia Wilson, who kind of heated up, especially at the end of that quarter. We don't want to see her to get going, so we have to continue to do a good job on her. But see if we can contain, hit some shots, be disruptive on defense, push the ball in transition.
Should we have a classic brewing? Fever behind 59-56 with 1 quarter to go. The Aces in their white uniforms have the ball to commence the fourth. Wilson inbounds to Gray. Bounces it across the Fever logo at midcourt. Slings it to Jewel Lloyd, right wing, right back to Gray. Hull returning to the game with 4 fouls on Gray. Wilson left baseline driving. Her shot affected by Timpson, but then a foul is called. Wilson got by Boston. KK had great help.
Man.
But the foul called on Boston, 3rd on her. For the Aces, Wilson and Young have 3 apiece. Hull the only player in the game with more than 3, and she has 4.
Yeah, she's got to be careful here, especially in these early minutes.
Gray inbounds to Smith, back to Gray in the corner near the Vegas bench. Gray backing down Petty. Shot in and out. Petty plucks the rebound. Brings the ball down the court herself, right to left, and the Stranger Things threads. To Mitchell, top of the arc with Lloyd on her. Mitchell goes left around a Boston screen. Snakes into the red paint to Timpson in the corner. Hands it off back to Mitchell. Lobs it, left block. Timpson going up. Fouled by Wilson, her 4th.
Hey!
With 9:19 to go in the game, Fever down by 3.
Fearless. Just fearless. As Wilson picked up her 4th foul, that happens because KK is not afraid to go down there and make a play.
The recently turned 23-year-old has the first free throw clanked off the back of the iron. And the regular season shot 27 free throws in 31 appearances, 66%. The Georgia native second. Book it. Swirl through. 59-57. 9:15 to go. Aces, by the way, have matched a season high with 9 block shots, so they're contesting a lot.
Yeah, they are.
Evans driving right alley. Bounce pass Smith. Open. Left block. Leaner is good. And Alyssa Smith, a revenge series for her against her old squad, has a dozen. Fever down 4. Mitchell passes to Boston, top of the key, angling right. Hull comes for it. Hull, chest pass. Mitchell has a step. Shovel pass. No look to Boston. Right block. Misses. And a long rebound to the Aces. Gray, outlet, left wing Lloyd. Zips it inside. Intercepted by Timpson. Then losing her balance on the baseline. Tried to throw it off of Smith's leg. But Tiara Cruz, the official, says it then grazed the leg of Timpson while she was out of bounds on the baseline. So Vegas gets it. Steph White looking. to video coordinator Adam Helmer, and this time not going to challenge. Each team still with their challenge available. Baseline out of bounds to Evans. At the right elbow, passes to Gray, left wing. Fastball pass down low to Smith, who's stuffed by Hull. Aces keep it, 13 on their shot clock, 8:25 left in the game. Fever trailing 61-57 as Hull continues to fill up the box score. Again, Steph trying to get the officials' attention here as the inbounds pass is stolen by Mitchell. Foot on the gas. Kelsey, left side, no. Defensive board, Lloyd.
Oh, that's tough. You got to knock that one down. They did such a good job overcoming those adversities. See if you can reward yourself there.
Mitchell, 7 of 20 from the field in this game. Evans, arc right, blow by, pass it to Smith. She dropped it out of bounds. Fever ball with exactly 8 minutes remaining, down 61-57. In this pendulum swinging game 3 in a best-of-5 series. Eddie and Timpson off the bench out there with Mitchell, Hull, and Boston. Mitchell has it, Cambridge logo right side near the bench. Going right around to Timpson's screen. Pick and pop to Timpson. 7 on the shot clock. Away from the ball. A foul is called as Smith was holding Boston. Our former teammates battling inside. As the All-Star Jackie Young back in for the Aces, replacing Dana Evans, the backup point guard, while the Fever, who oftentimes have Kelsey Mitchell, and by oftentimes I mean like maybe every single game this year, have Kelsey on the bench to begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Steph White trying to kind of ride her, push her through, but now she does come out in favor of Odyssey Sims, but can't be out for long.
True. Get your breather now for the last one.
Inbounds, Petty driving baseline, passes left corner, Hull. Spacing not there for Indiana. Shot clock at 2. Alexi rising fire from the foul line. No, but a foul! Bailout, Jewel Lloyd. The Notre Dame alum with a less than wise foul.
Yeah. Landing space. Are they going to take a look at it? She's got to be able to land properly.
It was a top of the key desperation jumper by Hull.
Yep.
We'll shoot 2. Yeah, The Indiana bench begging the officials to review that, and they will, to see whether or not it was a landing space foul, which would upgrade it to a flagrant 1, so it would be free throws and the ball for Indiana.
Yeah.
7:28 remaining in the game.
I think that was right.
Fever behind 61-57.
Especially on the closeout when it is under 5 in the shot clock, really under 3 in the shot clock. You don't want to give anything easy. Got to stay disciplined. And Lloyd, who is definitely a vet in this league, has had a lot of success in this league, definitely should know better.
In her 11th year after her Fighting Irish career, 14th all-time in WNBA history and scoring 9th in threes made. So as we get a look at a replay on the ESPN2 broadcast, what's your call?
Landing space. Seen it. And you know what? I've actually never seen it inside of the arc. I've only seen it on the 3 ball, but counted all the same.
It is a foul regardless. And the question is whether or not it gets upgraded to a flagrant status.
The only way I would say that this wasn't a foul is if Lexi Hull tried to kick her way through it or jumped forward in some sense. She was straight up and straight down. So
it wasn't an exaggerated front leg kick by Hull. I think in the NBA, what James Harden has become infamous for. It was not that, but at the same time, she did extend that leg forward quite a bit.
Yep. So they have this rule.
As the officials huddle up around the monitor at the scorer's table. 61-57, Fever down. This game has featured 4 ties, 4 lead changes. The shorthanded Fever as the 6th seed, really overcoming so many obstacles and beating the odds to make the playoffs and get that 6th seed, and then upset Atlanta in the first round after dropping the first game, winning 2 in a row, including Game 3 on the road.
Yep.
Took Game 1 at Vegas on Sunday convincingly. It was a different story Tuesday night, and we've said it a bunch of times this year. Regardless of how this game ultimately plays out, Fever fans have so much to be proud of in their team.
Yeah. No, from top to bottom, with all the adversity, from injuries to the DB situation to, falling out of 6th place and barely making the playoffs to then ending up in 6th place to winning the first round to now coming in and being put in a really good position to really end it here. The Indiana Fever have nothing to hang their head about. I think the one way they got it was clear grit.
Coming foul.
They do not upgrade it to a flagrant. It remains a common foul. So it'll be just a traditional couple of free throws as Aaliyah Boston and Sophie Cunningham help to direct Caitlin back to the bench. She's wearing a white and gray Fever windbreaker jacket. The consecutive games of wearing the black Air Force is over with after the loss last time out. They'd been the lucky shoes for 3 straight playoff wins.
Yep. Try to continue that today as I brought mine out. I had to dust them off a little bit. Hadn't worn mine since high school.
Speaking of heat on the feet, Lexi wearing the Caitlin version of the Kobe shoes. And the first free throw for Hull is no good. The Fever leaving something to be desired at the line. 11 for 17 as a team. That's 64% for the year. They shot 77%. And the Fever have had the edge in free throw attempts. Second one, pure. Aces 5 for 6 at the line. And shockingly, Asia Wilson has not attempted a free throw. 7:20 to go. Fever down 61-58. Young running the show. Pass inside to Wilson. Misses left of the basket. Defensive rebound, Timpson. Kick ahead left sideline, Petty. The backup point guard. Big minutes here in the fourth quarter. Petty passes between the rings, Hull. Triple threat. Skip pass, right wing, Boston. Shovels it off to Sims, right wing near the bench. Sims at the right elbow. Skip pass, Petty, catch and shoot 3. Off to the right. Lexi got hit, slow to get up, playing through the back injury. Aces the board. Petty, major collision with Lloyd. Both players down on the ground. That was a football kind of collision. It was a hospital ball pass. Nothing malicious. Petty pursuing to pick it off.
Yeah.
And went shoulder to shoulder against Lloyd. Fortunately, both players now standing on their feet, and it seems they avoided head-to-head contact.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, and it's tough because had we had the ball, that would have been a foul on Lloyd. One of those 50-50, it's going to go towards the offense every single time. Yeah, that's tough. That was a hustle play.
Case could be made that it was Lloyd who really jumped into Petty.
Right,
but
exactly.
In any case, Aces ball. Smith from the left elbow puts it in. Alyssa Smith. She has been massive for the Aces. Fever down 63-58, 6.5 to go. Boston right elbow being harassed by 2 defenders. Resets right wing, Mitchell halfway through the shot clock. Mitchell driving, runner, no, whistle, and a defensive foul. 2 free throws for Kelsey. The Aces complaining about the call. They're looking behind their bench to the member of their staff who gives a recommendation on whether or not to challenge. Becky Hammond, it appears, will not challenge this. Each head coach still has their original challenge available.
Yeah.
Fever have 4 timeouts left. Aces have 3. Each team also with the extra reset timeout. Mitchell's first. High arcing and no good. Front of the rim, back of the rim, didn't go. Fever are playing so hard, sometimes maybe it's tough to regain control at the foul line.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's one of those things, you got to have your leg, that mental spot of it.
Lacking their typical touch. Second one splashes through.
Okay.
63-59, but that's not going to cut it. 13-20 for the game, 65%. Wilson top of the key. Boston on her. Handoff. Young again. Hole winds up on the floor. No call. Smith. Fastball pass inside to Young. Pretty dish to Wilson. Right to the rim. Scores. 65-59. Fever down 6. Under 6 to go. Mitchell, top of the key. Dribbles through the legs. Guarded by Young. Passes to Hole. Steph upset on the sideline. Boston near the right elbow, back to the basket. Shot clock winding now to 5. Boston driving, throws it up. No. Defensive rebound. Wilson. Ball out of bounds underneath. Off Wilson. Boston stuck with it. Once again, the Aces staff looking to the second row of the bench, and this time Becky Hammond will challenge. So, a challenge here with 5:37 left. It's a break in the action for us. Fever down 65-59 in Game 3 of this best-of-5 WNBA semifinals. Currently tied at a game apiece on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
This is Jeff Wheeler, business manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones to the excitement of every big game, IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 41, proudly powering your community.
Hosting a watch party? Score big with catering from Chicken Salad Chick. From tailgates to team celebrations, we bring fresh, flavorful chicken salad inside straight to your event. With 12 crave-worthy flavors, there's something for every fan. Order your game day spread at chickcatering.com. Proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever.
Better water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
This copyrighted telecast of WNBA Enterprises may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of WNBA Enterprises.
This is Leah Boston, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
With Bria Goss, John Nolan, thanks so much for being with us here. Cambridge Fieldhouse, Game 3, best of 5 WNBA semifinals, knotted at a game apiece. Fever and the Aces. Indiana was up 3 late in the third quarter, but Vegas is on a 12-3 run, so the Fever are down 65-59. And there's Sean Sullivan, PA announcer, known as the voice for good, but that's bad news for Indiana. Possession will go to Vegas before the timeout. Ball had been deemed to be going to the Fever after a missed shot on the left side, but a successful challenge for Becky Hammond, who retains one more challenge now. So the Aces left to right, 5.5 to play. Indiana down a half dozen. Dana Evans driving left, scoop shot off glass, scores. Big finish for the Gary native. Indiana down 8. Can they respond once more? Mitchell blows by Gray. Right-handed shot, no. Rebound, Wilson. Gray, outlet, Young driving baseline. Pass into the far corner. Evans in front of her bench. Petty tight on her. 12 on the shot clock. Ball out of bounds. A turnover. Fever get it. Midway through the fourth quarter, down 67-59.
I was stuck in the corner there. Great defense not to let her out, give anything easy.
It's Mitchell, Petty, Hull, Timpson, and Boston. Boston driving right on Wilson. A double comes from Smith. Skip pass, Hull left corner. Young keeping her in front. Hull dribbles to the foul line. 3 on the shot clock. Boston driving, blocked by Wilson, out of bounds. And it's a shot clock violation. Asia Wilson, even on a night when she is just 4 of 17 shooting, still definitely affecting this game.
Oh, yeah.
That is her 4th blocked shot. She also has 8 rebounds and a steal.
Yeah, Leah Boston, you've got to pull up on that one.
Gray shot fake, gets around Mitchell, who then commits a foul. Try to recover. 4:25 left. It's honestly stunning that the Fever have been sticking around in this game, considering they're shooting 31% from the field.
Yeah.
They have the 15 offensive rebounds, but none so far in the fourth. Haven't made a shot yet in the fourth quarter, just 3 at the foul line, while Evans, baseline drive, banks it in, left of the hoop. Timeout, Steph White. So it's the final media timeout now with 4:21 to go. And the Aces, who once led by 10 in the first half, back up double digits, 69-59, 4:21 left. WNBA semifinals, game 3 on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9 with IT. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
The Indiana Fever trust Ortho Indy as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game-time injuries to everyday mishaps, Ortho Indy Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Ortho Indy is ready. Find a location near you at orthoindy.com. Ortho Indy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
Parents notice when something feels off. A look, a sound, a movement, a silence. Parents don't need all the answers, just the courage to ask the right questions. If a child may be showing signs of autism, early detection matters. Daymar is here to help with answers, support, and a team ready to help. Visit daymar.org today. Every child deserves a chance, and sometimes the most powerful move is to ask for help.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
This is Kelsey Mitchell, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
There's Gray, sideline out of bounds it to Young between the rings with Hull on her, driving right. Young blocked by Timpson. Loose ball, the Fever have it. It's Hull left to right, across the logo. Bouncing towards the right wing, picks up the dribble, looking for help. Boston's got a mismatch. Lexi passes it to her. Extra, Timpson scores! Left of the basket! 35-34, Fever within one. There's our electric play of the game, powered by IBEW Local 481. IBEW Local 481, proudly powering your community. More than 16,500 at Cambridge Fieldhouse on this Fever Friday.
All right.
Trying to spur their team to a late dramatic comeback. Fever ball down 69-59, 4:13 to go. Mitchell, left wing, tees up a three. Too strong, it goes out of bounds. Right of the basket, and the Aces get it. Fever really struggling offensively in this fourth quarter and overall in this game.
A great play there, Seth White, coming out of that timeout.
Couldn't get the finish, though. Now doubling Evans near midcourt. Bounce pass to Gray. Snaps it right baseline. Smith fakes a pass. Kicks it up top to Young. The leading scorer in this game with 21. Driving on hole. 3 on the shot clock. Young forces it up. Back rim, no. Timpson the rebound. And looking for help in the backcourt. Finally, Petty comes. Steph riding this lineup here for the Fever. Petty, Mitchell, Hull, Timpson, and Boston. Not a group that really played a lot together at any other point this year.
Oh, yeah.
7 on the shot clock. Mitchell, Gainbridge logo, right side, driving against Wilson. Step back 3 in the corner, hits the top of the backboard. And Sophie Cunningham pats Mitchell on the back, trying to keep the confidence up. But this has been a combination of poor offense by the Fever and tip your cap to the Aces defense.
Yeah, we just can't get into anything on that possession. See if we can get organized.
And the Aces now, speaking of organization, call a timeout with 3:15 remaining. We'll keep it here. Remember, one way or another, there's a Game 4 set for Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock here. Tickets remain available, a limited number, at feverbasketball.com/playoffs. Bria, in the fourth quarter, the Fever have not made a field goal.
Yeah.
At 6 minutes, 45 seconds without making a field goal. They're 0 for 8. They have made, well, even the free throw shooting not good. 3 of 6. And 1 turnover. So it's mostly coming down to missed shots. Mitchell 0 for 4 in the period. Boston 0 for 3. Petty 0 for 1.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the name of the game of the fourth quarter. Just not only were they missing shots, I think Kelsey Mitchell had a couple good ones, especially going to the basket, but all the others have been all really well contested. So we've got to come up. But we know we have some of that Pacer magic in this building and have been able to do some incredible things in sense of our comeback in the late, especially in the late game situation. So 3:15 left, 59-69 Aces. Let's see what it's like in this next.
Well, this team always fights.
Yeah, it does.
Regular season overcame a 21-point deficit, most notably at Connecticut in mid-August. And then even just last week, round 1, trailed by 5. And the closing minutes at Atlanta ended that game on a run to win in advance. 69-59, though. Aces the lead and the ball. 3:15 to play.
Yeah. It's important to get this stop here, see if we can get some more energy in this building.
Beavers sticking with this 5. Wilson inbounding near her team's bench. Tosses in the corner. Young in front of her bench. Guarded by Timpson. Starts to drive. Double comes. Passes. And Alyssa Smith makes a reverse layup going right to left. Statement series here from Alyssa Smith.
Yep.
Biggest deficit of the night for the Fever, 71-59. Boston backing down. Wilson passes up top. Petty driving around. Young called for a travel. So 2:51 to go in the game. Fever down by 12. And Steph White places a water bottle atop the table to her left. You know, from our vantage point, Bria, we look to the Fever bench. All we see are the injured players.
I know. I can't see one active player. It's good to see DD back on the bench here.
Still in concussion protocol. Wilson shot blocked by Boston. Hull has the loose ball. 2.5 minutes to go. I'm just pointing out all the injured players as a reminder of the context. Hull, explosive, scores right baseline.
Hey.
It took more than 7.5 minutes for the Fever. Finally have a field goal here in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
71-61. Aces with their championship pedigree looking to close it out. Evans floats a pass left elbow. Wilson driving on Timpson and one. As Asia Wilson all kinds of fired up. As she gets up from the floor on the baseline. Wearing a white sleeve on her left arm, a white sleeve on her left leg, her signature shoes as well. Pastel colors tonight. Lighter blue and pinkish hue.
Yeah.
So even on a night when she at one point missed 11 consecutive shots, Free throw in and out. She might wind up with a double-double. Has 11 points, 8 rebounds, not to mention several blocks. Mitchell driving right and score.
Wow. Nice scoop layup there by Kelsey Mitchell going down the lane.
73-63, under 2 to play. Ray orchestrating the offense between the rings. Bounce pass Smith, mid-post left. Bounce pass Young, left wing. Aces in no hurry.
Yep.
Trying to use clock. Wilson in front of the foul line. Rise and fire. Puts it in. Special player, 75-63. Wilson an all-time great already and still has plenty of career to go. Boston for 3. Front rim, no. Offensive rebound, Petty. Season high for offensive rebounds for the Fever, but shooting 32%. Mitchell, long 2 up top. Off to the left. Ball tapped around. Smith's on the floor for it. It's a jump ball tied up with Timpson. 1:16 to go. 75-63. Steph White's going to call a timeout here.
Yeah.
This one certainly hurts from the standpoint for the Fever. Playing poorly in the first half, but playing so hard that they stayed in the game.
Yeah.
And they erased the 10-point deficit to actually take a 5-point lead in the third quarter. But one thing that's been a nemesis for them over the course of this season at times is closing quarters that struck late in the third and then the offense faltering in the fourth.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's tough, especially when you're not hitting shots, to still have that willingness to play defense and push the tempo. When you don't hit shots, it's extremely hard. But coming in, the focus has got to be there from the jump. I think they got off to a little bit of a slow start. Really did a good job rallying back that second and that third quarter. But that first and 4, it's going to be one to dissect and come back and look at.
And again, to be reasonable here, this is an Aces team that has played at a very elite level since early August, ending the regular season on a 16-game winning streak.
No question about that, yep.
And in particular, staunch defensively. And so relying on their defense on a night when Asia Wilson, for the second time in 3 games this series, hasn't been efficient. And again, still forceful.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell, 3 of 11 from 3, 8 for 26 in the game. Continuing to fight, he has 21 points.
Otherwise for the Fever, 16 for Lexi Hull. It's a double-double, just the second of her career, including the regular season.
Hey.
And it's a jump ball right now between Timpson and Smith, left foul line, but a violation as the ball was being tossed up. And the violation is on the Aces.
All right.
Lexi had 1 double-double in the regular season back in June at Seattle. I mean, just last time out, honestly didn't think she was going to play because of the back injury. She goes on to tie a franchise record for threes in a game.
Yep.
Tonight, playing again through pain, has a double-double. Cuts away from the ball, whips a pass to Timpson, left block, and Timpson, and 1.
Okay. We're not done yet.
AK through the contact. And how about this, Timpson tonight? 5 points, 4 rebounds in 16 minutes. She has played more than the starter, Natasha Howard. Now a sub as Shea Petty comes out. This is an offense-defense scenario. Bree Turner into the game.
Petty's another one who 20 minutes over the starting point guard, Odyssey Sims, with 18. Just a rough patch there.
Timpson bricks the free throw, and then a foul committed by Hull, her 5th, after Gray grabbed the carom. Fever 13 of 21 from the line, so the poor shooting, not just from the field, but at the line as well.
Yeah, that's tough.
Bonus situation, Gray with 2 free throws on the right side. She puts up a free throw, but one of the officials, Ciara Cruz, had blown it dead. And his players were still getting lined up. Gray, one of the all-time great point guards in WNBA history. 6th most assists in her career. This is the free throw to the right. That's an oddity. 88% there this season. Top 8 in the W. 3-time champion, not only twice recently with the Aces, but also once with the Sparks earlier in her career. She buries the second. 76-65, final minute at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Mitchell driving right, passes right corner. Petty, that's her spot. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
76-68, 54 seconds left. Mitchell guards Gray in the backcourt. Passes up ahead to Young, who's fouled by Hull, whose night is now over. 6th foul on Hull, so she's out with 48 seconds to go. Final line for Hull. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. One of the best games of her career. Ariel Powers will come in off the bench. It's funny because Lexi, whose dad is a big Seattle Mariners fan, he's been fired up as they've won the AL West. Lexi was talking to reporters pregame, and she was talking about wanting to play October basketball.
Yeah.
Normally the expression for playoff baseball is October baseball. Applying that here, and it sort of felt like a starting pitcher coming out of the game to a big ovation.
Yep.
After leaving it all out there.
Yeah, there's nothing to hang her head about as she's just playing, not even at 100%. So coming at, it's a tough one.
Young hits both 78-68, 42 seconds left. Mitchell dribbling on the baseline left to right, passes Powers, left wing, inside Boston. Post moves, and Boston scores. 78-70. Petty, a quick foul on Evans in the backcourt. And actually a timeout called. 34 seconds remaining.
Okay. Well, one good thing about it, with all these free throw attempts, definitely making that gap a lot shorter. At one point, we had shot 21, and they hadn't shot 10 yet. So now we'll be able to see that on the stat sheet. Coming in, I don't think they lost this one due to lack of, focus or intensity. I definitely think that was there. I think it just flat out came to makes and misses. From the free throw line, your 3-point, 25 for 72. That's a tough, especially with this really, really good Vegas team. You got to have that extra oomph into these games.
Yeah, not to oversimplify it, but the Fever shooting 34% from the field, while the Aces shooting 50%. Including the regular season, it is one of the poorest shooting performances of the year for Indiana. But regardless, still alive in the series. Game 4, Sunday at 3 o'clock. Tickets, limited number available, feverbasketball.com/playoffs.
So you take care of business on the road, you still get an extra one here, so that's good.
Phenomenal crowd tonight. At 16,500 plus. As the Fever have been fortunate enough to experience throughout the season. All the great support at home and on the road for that matter.
Yep.
Red out here tonight. Expect another red out on Sunday. Today everyone got rally towels. Another t-shirt giveaway on Sunday. Gray inbounds to Young, and she's fouled in the backcourt. Both teams in the bonus here the rest of the way, each with a one timeout. 31 seconds left. For the regular season, the Aces had the second best team free throw shooting percentage at 82%, headlined by the backcourt of Gray and Young. And here it's Young. She's pretty much automatic.
Yeah, she is.
Been like that, right?
Yeah, no, seriously. She's, especially here in Indy coming back. I mean, she has done incredible things for the state.
3,268 points. Woo! Back at Princeton Community High School.
Man.
State record, whether boys or girls.
It is insane, her scoring ability. If we're talking about specifically high school. There was nobody that was there to stop her. She did an amazing job day in and day out.
At 6 feet tall. Made both. And now the Fever used the reset timeout, but turn it over. Not as bad as Tuesday night there, but also not as good as Sunday, the 15th turnover of the game. Forcing the Aces into 14 themselves, both teams exceeding what they are normally guilty of. Evans drawing the foul, and she's the other Hoosier native out of the West Side Leadership Academy in Gary.
Yeah, got a lot of Indy people in the house.
And with the bright green shoes on, the first free throw, she sticks it, and Evans, after she was twice the ACC Player of the Year at Louisville, drafted in the second round in 2021 by Dallas that year, then wound up with Chicago, part of their championship team, and then she was stuck in Chicago as they went downhill the last few years. She was a off-season pickup for the Aces that's really paying off. Yep. 2 free throws makes it 82-70. Hezzy drives, banks it in, angling right. 82-72, under 20 seconds left. Powers fouls Gray in the backcourt. As Steph has taken the starters out with the exception of Odyssey Sims coming back in. 17 seconds to go. We had a couple of free throws for Gray on the right side, so elementary from here.
Yep. Like I said, Chelsea Gray, who's pretty much automatic.
And on the first.
She's a pro. She knows how to get her teammates involved. She knows when to score, how to put her teammates in good positions as she sinks that second one.
Yeah, to say the least. Multiple gold medals with USA Basketball at the Olympics. Petty will just dribble it out here. And the Fever faithful still express their appreciation for the heart and hustle for the Fever tonight. But Indiana comes up short in Game 3 at home. Final score, Vegas 84, Indiana 72. And so the Aces now take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 series. And the Fever will be playing to extend their season on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, one of those things. Got to dissect this film. Think there was a lot of really good things. Couple weak things, especially on that offensive side, but coming in, I think the physicality and intensity was there, the effort was there. So all those things are really, really good. We have to continue to play hard, play together, stay together, even when, again, our backs are against the walls, which is normal territory for us.
Indeed. All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, Bria and I will put a bow on this one and look ahead at what's to come. Again, the final score tonight, Fever fall against the Aces at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, 84-72. Post-game coverage coming up on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9 with it. TNCs apply. Available in app only.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yeah, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at Y Refi. YRefi refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And YRefi does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YRefi-34. That's 888-YRefi-34. Or go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com.
This is Leah Boston, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Aaliyah Boston logging 37 minutes, 46 seconds in this game.
Oh, wow.
Asia Wilson played 37 minutes, 47 seconds. Don Staley's products out of South Carolina going toe-to-toe. And the younger Boston finishing tonight with 12 points, 8 rebounds, tied for the team lead in assists with 4. Also had a steal and a block shot. But despite all the effort, the Fever dropped this game 3 against the Aces by a final of 84-72. With Briogas, John Nolan wrapping it up here at Cambridge Fieldhouse on a night in which the Fever got off to a cold start from the floor, fell behind by as many as 10 in the first half, but then started to heat up offensively late in the second quarter, got to within 1 at the half. They were down at halftime 35-34. It was a low-scoring game. Started the third quarter strong as well, went up by as many as 5, but then it was the Aces that closed out the third quarter on a run that they sustained really through the fourth, as the Fever wind up losing this game by a dozen, and so down 2-1 in the best-of-5 series. Season will be on the line Sunday afternoon, a 3 o'clock game. Limited tickets available at feverbasketball.com/playoffs. But, Bria, how do you process this one?
Yeah, I think this one was simple, and simple in the terms of they were doing their job, especially on the defensive end. Again, not taking anything away from Vegas, as they are and have been such a dominant organization, but limiting Asia Wilson to 13 points, that's hats off to her. I mean, from a simple point of, yes, Aaliyah Boston's going to get a lot of that praise, but we know that it was all 5-player opportunity and job to handle that one. But coming out and replicating it, that's going to be the tough assignment, especially when they have an opportunity to then advance. The Fever have to come out and match that intensity. And then on the other side, Jackie Young just flat out put on a show here tonight as she drops 25 points, 9 for 14 for shooting, 1 for 3, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. So tough players to stop and to contain. But that's what makes Vegas so dominant, the fact that their best player has an off night. You have 3 and 4 who are ready to step up. If we can go in, come back in tomorrow, probably get some more shots up, have that feel good, those rhythm shots, come back confident and fearless that next game. I can see this one going on our way.
Again, the Fever have been terrific at home over the course of the season. This is really an outlier performance in terms of not shooting it well inside Cambridge Fieldhouse. But yes, tip your cap to Jackie Young, who grew up near Evansville and Princeton, part of a national championship team at Notre Dame in 2018, and has continued winning as a pro. Tonight, her 50th career playoff game, the 25 points, second most in her WNBA playoff career, just one off of her postseason career high. So, yeah, that's what makes this Aces team so great, right? Even on a night when Wilson didn't shoot it well, they've got another all-star in Young to step up, and then they wind up with 5 in double figures for their starters, plus Dana Evans, the Gary area native, off the bench with 10, and Alyssa Smith's second consecutive big game for her. She had 18 last time out on Tuesday and follows it up with 16 points, and she remained aggressive in this game.
Oof. 8 for 13. Alyssa Smith, who started her career here in the Indiana Fever, and you had mentioned it a couple times, this was that get-back game here. She's just put on a show. I like where her confidence is. I know that she struggled a little bit there in Dallas, but coming to the Aces has really helped her career in the sense of she is someone that you got to keep an eye on, in the sense of not knowing, not letting her go off. So definitely something to come back and see if they could slow down as well.
Absolutely. All right, we'll step aside here for a moment as we sort of pivot from this portion of our broadcast to more post-game coming up next. But once more, the final here, 84-72. Fever lose against the Aces and will be fighting to extend their season on Sunday afternoon with that 3 o'clock game. So, for the moment, on behalf of our engineer, Scott Fenstermaker, and our studio producer, Caleb Zuver, for Bria Goss, this is John Nolan. We'll have more post-game coming up here right after this on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
You've been listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
One-on-one. Lob pass, right block, Boston shot fake, puts it up, it goes, and a foul. All right, thanks again for being with us tonight on 93.5 and 107.5, the Fans post-game coverage of the Indiana Fever in the WNBA semifinals. Indiana losing tonight against Vegas 84-72. I'm John Nolan here, in for Eddie Garrison for this portion of our coverage tonight. And back with Bria Goss. So the Fever, who had won the opening game of this series on Sunday afternoon, and convincingly at that, 89-73, then lost by 22 on the road in Game 2. Get back here tonight, first semifinals home game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in a decade. Place was rocking. Fans brought it. Just an awesome environment. Team fed off that in terms of how hard they played tonight. A season-high 16 offensive rebounds. They were scrappy throughout, but yeah, not to oversimplify, just really couldn't hit enough shots. Finished 35% from the field, including 30% from three. 7 of 23. Didn't even shoot it well at the line. 13 of 21. That's just 61%. And on the other side, the Aces, 50% from the floor overall. They don't take a lot of threes, but pretty efficient with them. 4 of 10 from behind the arc. And they capitalized at the line, especially as they went there frequently late. 14 of 17. That's 82%. So despite the heart and hustle, a tough pill to swallow tonight for the Fever. So, Bria, as we break this one down a little bit further, while we credit the Aces defense, and this Aces team has now won 20 of their last 22. Really one of the greatest stretches in WNBA history, considering when they were doing it, down the stretch of the regular season and continuing it now into the playoffs. But what felt off tonight for the Fever?
I'll start off with just saying in the first few minutes, we really struggled to have that with that offensive fluidity that we've seen. The ball kind of got stuck in one player's hand a little bit too much. Not a lot of inside-out game, not a lot of switching the ball from one end to the other, one side of the floor to the other side of the floor. So if we can clean up on that, I think we'd be really good. And then just, I don't know, what did it come down to? How many minutes until we got our first field goal in the fourth quarter? You know, like that.
Yeah, like 7+ minutes.
Right. That killed us. And I know it doesn't come all the way down to that, but if we score earlier in that, get this crowd up on their feet, have that little pep in our step, that I think this would have been definitely a different outcome.
Yeah, but unfortunately for the Fever, not the case here tonight. Kelsey Mitchell did score 21 points, while Lexi Hull had 16. Aaliyah Boston wrapped up with a dozen, 5 for Natasha Howard, and a couple for Odyssey Sims. Off the bench, 8 from Shea Petty, 5 for Michaela Timpson, 2 for Brianna Turner, and 1 for Ariel Powers. The only other available player not on the Ortho Indy injury report who didn't see action tonight was Bree Hall. But for the Aces, 25 from Jackie Young, 16 from Nalissa Smith, 15 for Chelsea Gray. She was 5 of 7 shooting. And then Asia Wilson, even on an off night for her, 13 points. Their fifth starter, Kirsten Bill, did not score. And off the bench, they got 10 from the spark plug, Dana Evans. Megan Gustafson had a crucial 5 points in the first half. And Jewel Lloyd, surprisingly, did not score in this one, 0 for 3 shooting, all in the first half. So they went just 8 players deep out of the 11 on their roster. But the Fever fall short, 84-72 is the final score. So, Bree, you touched on this a little earlier. Tomorrow, sort of a rest and recovery day, review film, and try to sharpen up with the season on the line in this best-of-5 series Sunday afternoon. I suppose if there's just one thing, though, that you'd point to beyond the obvious of making more shots, how do they try to get this train back on the tracks?
See, and I think that's why it's hard to say, because I think they were being disruptive on defense. They controlled the boards. They were, of course, at the end there was more fouls, but they weren't fouling with a lot of stress. I know Lexi Hull got a little bit of foul trouble there, but it's really hard to really pinpoint. I got to give a lot of credit to Vegas, as they just came out and kind of had that little sense of urgency, especially at the beginning of the game. And when things kind of got rough, they were able to rally some points and get that momentum back. So I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think it came down to like who wants it more, or, the makes or the misses, which, of course that helps. But I think what it comes down to is Vegas has this one that was just written in stone. Now can we come back and see if we can do the things right? And I don't want to take away from what we were doing as well. I think especially on defense, which defense I do believe wins championships. If we can get back in there, control the paint, maybe outscore them in the paint as well, knock down our free throws, I think this is a completely different outcome.
Yeah, and in case you didn't hear us document it down the stretch of the game, incredibly, Lexi Hull finishing with a double-double, second of her career, first in the playoffs, as she added 10 rebounds with her 16 points, a couple on the offensive glass, and feels like that doesn't even tell the full story because of how hard she continues to play, even with the back injury, as she just crashes the glass, and so sometimes maybe she doesn't get the offensive rebound, but disruptive enough to lead to a teammate corralling it. And you mentioned it, perhaps something of a turning point in this game was Lexi winding up in foul trouble, ultimately fouling out over 32 minutes, but she was out of the game for a chunk of the fourth quarter, and tonight she went 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. There was no one really to hit that big shot like she's shown she's more than capable of.
Yeah, or even getting herself to the free throw line. She has that defensive intensity from one end to the other. She's able to get bored. She has that spark about her. So when they were missing that, we needed to go down to our bench to see if somebody else could provide that. We know AP has the ability to do so. Just the knocking down the shots just wasn't there for her as well. But losing a player like Lexi Hull to foul trouble, I think that stinks, and we got to be able to rally all, especially for her who puts her body on the line day in and day out. See if we can replicate that as well.
Yep. Well, Bria, we'll let you pack it up, get your beauty sleep, unless you got anything else for us. Any more shout-outs?
Yeah. Yes. No. I really wanted my little cousin, but she has an opportunity. When we win on Sunday, there will be an opportunity for her to get a shout-out. So, super excited for that. John, it's always a pleasure, but, it's late, and I'm going to bed.
There still is time for you to pop back in the team store, though, and get something for me since you forgot before. That's right. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, thanks as always to Bria for her contributions here over the course of the night here. An 84-72 loss for the Fever in Game 3 of this best-of-5 WNBA semifinal series. Other game taking place now in Phoenix, with the Lynx on the road leading 29-25 in that series between Minnesota, the top seed, and Phoenix, the 4 seed. That series also even at a game apiece, just like this one was entering tonight. So that game on ESPN2 in case you're looking to watch that later. But right now, post-game coverage here on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. By the way, a quick programming note as well. Coming up next, we will have Indiana Sports Talk with Bob Lovell here on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. But more to get to, including tonight's Player of the Game. We're going to twist this one a little bit, but tonight's Player of the Game brought to you after every game by Payless Liquors. Get more and pay less at Payless Liquors. And rather than an individual player, how about Fever fans? 16,507 of them here on this Friday night with high school football going on, so much else on the local sports calendar. But Fever fans, per usual, showing up, showing out. Great gesture, too, to show how these fans get it, even though the team faltered down the stretch. Everyone stuck around. Big ovation for the team in the closing seconds. They get it. They understand how decimated this roster has been, and yet this team keeps getting back up, keeps battling, and it was pretty astonishing tonight that the Fever overcame the early 10-point deficit to go up by 5 in the third quarter before just losing steam and ultimately unable to make enough shots. So with that, we'll take another timeout, and when we come back, we'll continue to wrap it up here on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hey everyone, it's Jake from Payless Liquors. Charlie said sell it, so stop by one of our 26 family-owned locations and stock up with these great deals. Jack Daniel's half gallons for $39.99, Jim Beam half gallons for $26.99, Mick Ultra 18 packs for $23.99, and Hennessy pints for $19.99. Get Fireball Fists for $13.99. Cuervo Authentic half gallons for $10.99, Matua Sauv Blanc for $10.49, and Corona or Modelo 32-ounce bottles for just $4.49. Why pay more when you can pay less here at Payless Liquors?
Radio 1 is seeking a general sales manager to lead our sales operations in Indianapolis. The ideal candidate will bring a strong track record in sales leadership, team development, and revenue generation across both traditional media and digital platforms. This role requires a bachelor's degree and 2 to 4 years related experience and/or training or equivalent combination. To view the full job listing and apply, go to urban1.com/careers. Applicants are subject to a background check. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at IndianaAMWater.com.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. Choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more at the grand opening of the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com.
Cover me! Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. I know finding a dream engagement ring can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we got you. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond at Shane Company is truly the best of the best. Our team travels the world to see diamonds up close, in person. We handpick each one for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Diamond buying is an art. Of course, we look at cut, color, clarity, and carat, known as the 4 C's, but that's not all. We also look at how each diamond looks on a hand, where it will be worn, how it makes you feel, and if it's worthy of a Shane Company customer. That type of expertise only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. We also think about your budget. We only pick the best in each grade in all shapes and sizes. Your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
WIBC HD2, HD3, Indianapolis.
In Game 3 of this best-of-5 WNBA semifinal series, the Fever lose against the Aces by a final score of 84-72. Even though Lexi Hull with a double-double, that truly was a player-of-the-game performance. And again, the player of the game is brought to you by Payless Liquors. Get more and pay less at Payless Liquors. So Hull with the double-double after Aaliyah Boston had one last time out, and AB just a little bit shy of that with 12 points.